everybody, I got a tip. If you want me here, take a trip. It make you holler, it make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping now. Girls and listen, boys, these little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real, know what I mean. They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
Oh shit! What's going on, y'all? Trying to eat. Um, Man, I'm only 24 hours late. That's not bad for me. I made some homemade soup over a campfire. Oh man, blew some shit up today. Today wasn't a bad day, just kind of hectic. Um, but man, yesterday, I'm not going to get into people's personal details, but let's just say that there was some shit popping off yesterday that had me pretty upset. And it would not have been a good time for me to go live. Plus, I was kind of watching some shit unfold when you know the backstory and what's really going on, and people are live and acting like they're all fine and having a good time. When you know fucking what's really going on, oh man, it's just not good. Hopefully, one day, I always promise secrecy on people's details, but if I find out that motherfucker is going to be staying with somebody else, uh, I'm going to do what I can to get a hold of him and warn him because fuck that guy. Buck stream was a joke last night. I was there for about 20 minutes and yeah, I got bored and left. But I don't really know. I saw Mitch Richmond up there, and that was pretty much all I saw of it. Y'all racist. Sea Monkey Clean, love the name. Stopping by to say hello. Well, hello, Sea Monkey Queen. I've been needing one of those. What's going on, Section 15? What's up, the Unknowns? If y'all get a chance, go right now and check out the Unknowns channel. He's doing some true crime shit as well as some Tommy investigating. What's going on, Nays Mimi? What's going on, Canadian Royalty? Damone's Black Wife. Yeah, we are racist here. Yeah, Nays Mimi, I know you know who I'm talking about. And yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm not involved in that community. The only reason I was even around is because I'm friends with, who we're talking about. And I had a plan, like the night before yesterday. Like I had a plan to get him out of our house that night. And next thing I know, they're fucking, yeah, whatever. I gotta stop talking about it. What's going on, Janice Pearl? Can you fall asleep to my silky voice? Why, of course. That's the only reason most of the ladies listen to me. Because I bore them to sleep. There we go. Section's got the Unknowns link up. Thank you. So, yeah. I'm sorry I teased y'all yesterday with it's yeah, somebody's mad at me because didn't go live, but there was just too much shit going on, and it wasn't stuff that I was like able to do anything about. I was just too I was in too bad of a mood to go live last night. And it just wouldn't have worked out very well. I probably would have went off and said some shit I shouldn't say. You can't take Ambien; it makes you say trails. Hey, well, look, Ambien makes me go live and say, you know, things I wouldn't normally say when I'm not on it. Yeah, it makes me. I was pretty heated. Still am, really. I mean, it's only because I give a shit about her, you know. If I didn't care, then I wouldn't care. Oh, right on, unknown. Hopefully your situation gets better. This dude is in a really bad, like, the unknown's been getting fucked over quite a lot here lately. Get your Ambien in a few days. That's the thing, man. The shit's terrible, but like I can't go to sleep if I don't dope myself up, and sometimes it doesn't even work. Like last night, I took some trying to knock my ass out, and I ended up taking two, not at the same time, but yeah, I still haven't slept. Hey, what's going on, Andrea D? I always feel better when you're here. Kind of like a bottle of whiskey. Start over. I haven't really said anything worth starting over for. I'm just bitching. Right on. There you go. No, we got you another sub. So as far as, I mean, beyond what I was just talking about, I got no idea. Like I said, I saw about 20 minutes of logs last night because I was on sheepdogs, but other than that, I've got no clue what's been going on. Yeah, see, like I've run the gamut on antidepressants and shit like that. Like I've had everything, and like none of it ever did me any good. The only thing that had any effect at all was when they were giving. I don't remember how much it was now, but they were giving me very high levels of Effexor, and it just turned me into a zombie. And I was supposed to go to see the counselor every day, but um, like all I could do is sit there and say yes, no, yes, no. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I was actually hospitalized when they started me on that, and they started me at a really high level, and then kind of backed it down. Then it was supposed to level off, but after that, it didn't do anything. And I stay on this shit for months, like they say to, because not everything helps right away. But these days, I only take the shit that makes me feel better within 20 minutes. Like I don't take my heart medicine. I don't take my blood pressure medicine. I mean, some of the stuff I do take is, for that, but I have it off label for other uses. John Davis's Council of Pedos with Nate and Steve. Huh. Interesting. You really do have to wonder. I mean, John, there's a lot of shit that would suggest John Davis. I mean, just the fucking that dude. He sent me multiple pictures of little girls in bathing suits. Nothing illegal. But he sent me all these. I think he was trying to fucking feel people out, see what they would say. Supposedly, it was so that we could report whatever Facebook page it was. But there was no reason to send me multiple pictures of little girls in bathing suits. Like, I don't need to see that. What's going on, E-Cups? I'm a walking finger to God. Yeah, I'm the middle finger, Janice. I am God's middle finger. I like that. I'm going to start saying it. I might even have it put on a t-shirt. It was your personal collection. It it wouldn't surprise me. Like there's no reason to be in possession. I mean, again, it was nothing illegal, but and I get it wasn't anything that you wouldn't see in a Walmart ad or something, you know. But I have no reason. I don't need to see. As long as I can see, as long as if there's something that tells me that whatever that account was, and I did report it, but I just need to know why it needs to be reported, and I'll do it. I don't need to see all that. And the only reason John Davis is mad at me is because he wanted not. You guys know my feelings on Red Hood. I think he's a punk piece of shit. That being said, John Davis, I don't know why he wasn't going to do it on his channel, or maybe he did, but he wanted to do something about Red Hood on my channel, and I didn't want to do it because it's been talked to death, and I just didn't want to talk about it anymore. And I'm not sure. I don't know if he's wanting to dox him or what, but I didn't let him do it, and then that's why he flipped on me, as far as I know. I need a woman in my life to straight. Well, yeah, I have. You can't save me. And there's been a few that tried, but yeah. I had lurking. I might put a video up because I think I've got a video that doesn't show her face, but I had lurking sea monkey shooting the machine gun today. What is Ed's channel? Somebody can throw up the link for Ed's channel, please. It's 502 Valley Car Wash or something like that. I don't remember the exact name, but oh, they had an M1 with matching numbers. That's awesome. I've had a few of those throughout the years. I've had everything from match grade to rack grade, and yeah. I can't imagine fighting. Man, hold on. I can't imagine fighting with a fucking M1 Garand. They're awesome guns, but they're so freaking heavy. You know, those dudes were tough. And then lugging that thing through mud with all your other shit, man. I am my own worst enemy. That's true, actually, Jenny T. That is true. It's 502 Gay Action Figure Fantasies. Yeah, I am talking about. I need to answer somebody back, but yeah, we are actually. I'm seriously thinking about making action figures of people in the community. If anybody knows how to do that kind of shit with a 3D printer, you can hit me up. Somebody did hit me up, but I'm not sure he understands exactly what we're trying to do. John Davis's action figure will come complete with the jail cell. I see a lot of YouTube people that they're all selling these CBD gummies. They're all the same shit. They just have different wrappers printed up, you know? Maybe we can do something like that. And all these people that sell their own coffee, but that coffee all comes from the same place. They just put it in different bags, is all. Now, I do like me some Black Rifle coffee. Don't get me wrong. You want an action figure of Andrea D? Don't we all? We're going to make an Andrea D blow up doll. And a very anatomically correct Andrea D blow up doll, which I will be the QC person for every single one of them. Got to make sure they all work. You got a blow up doll of Nate's Garage under your bed. If you got a blow up doll of Nate's Garage, it probably is your bed. So, Canadian Royalty, what happened on Locks last night? I saw the part with Mitch Richmond, at least some of it. I don't know if I saw the whole thing or not. See, I know what Mitch's game is. He does the same shit I do. He'll get people comfortable and get them talking. And like he's fucking with them the whole time. They just don't realize it, which I think is hilarious. But I know your game, Mitch. Your bed is a blow up doll of Gen A. Wow. You're down bad, John Davis. You're down bad. Mitch talks in circles. I think when he does that, he's trying to, like, sometimes, like, everybody will know that somebody's lying about something, right? And I think when Mitch talks in circles, because I do the same shit to people when I know they're lying, he's trying to trip them up and catch them in a lie. I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. He's not stupid. And Meow was up there causing shit. When isn't Meow causing shit? You have to kind of keep the leash on Meow and keep him reined in a little bit. If Ryan and Jack fucked, you get Mitch. Oh shit! Wow. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Myth Claws. I think that if I could get away with, well, you know what? I could get away with it. I'm gonna start just walking around dressed like a gladiator. I already have a real gladius somewhere. Not a not a 2,000-year-old one. I mean, just like it's a real blade that you can use. It's not a piece of plastic. Did any of you get? I mean, besides the one that had had, besides y'all that clicked the button that would uh, tell you when I was going live, did anybody get a notification other than those? I'm losing my train of thought already. Um, I don't know. I'm being told via text that nobody got notifications, so but that's normal. That's very normal. I think only about a third of the people that actually want to get them when I go live. You got one, Jenny T. All right. That's the thing. There's a handful of people that do say they get them all the time, but I don't know. I've been kind of YouTube is weird, man. They fuck with you. Um, like I've got I don't know 1,400, right around 1,400 subscribers, which I think is fucking weird. But I think it's YouTube trying to, because sometimes I'll put up a video and like within an hour it'll have 5,000 views. When I put up yesterday, within about 2 minutes it had 1,400 views. And I know sometimes shit gets thrown into algorithms or whatever, but this month I've got I don't know, like in the last 28 days, I think it said I had 52,000 something views, which just seems awful high to me. I think that, and then they send you these emails. They're like, "Oh, you did a great job. Like the first time you get 2,000, they send you an email. Oh, you did great. Can you do this again?" I think they're just trying to jazz you up to give them more bullshit to put out there, and they do kind of twist your arm into monetizing. Like when I was that stupid thing. I don't know if it's still there or not, but that stupid thing at the bottom right, with the heart. I was one of the first people to have that, if you guys remember. It's because I was beta testing it. I told them I thought it was stupid and didn't want it. But shit like that. And anyway, I went to a couple of their meetings, and like they didn't come right out and say it. They did say that they were taking steps to limit troll accounts or all alternative accounts. I think is what they called it. But um, like they pretty much said it without saying it that if you're not monetized and they're not making money on you, like with super chats and stuff, that uh, they're not going to keep you around. So I don't know, but yeah, they do try to twist your arm into it, and then you get people. Yeah, the kitties are very popular, but you know what? My highest performing videos don't show kitties, which is weird because that's what people ask for the most. I mean, one of them, like that one where I threw a hand grenade at the kitties, that one got like 8,000 something views, and like it doesn't actually show the kitties. I just pulled the pin. I'm like, I'm sick of these fucking cats, and threw the grenade. And then the other ones with, I mean, the kitty ones do pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think it's all a game. Like, I don't actually think 52,000 people saw my shit this month. You heard there's a way to remove that from the. Oh well, I'll look. I mean, I don't look deep into that kind of thing, but so there are some things that you have to have a computer to do. Like they just don't let you do it with the phone, and all I have is a phone to work with. So, working Sea Monkey said that I could use her computer. I just don't feel like fucking with it. What is going on, Danielle? Yeah, Damone's always in beta mode. Oh, oh, you guys can't see it. Well, anyway, I made some stew over a campfire today. Something else I like. I'll go for days and just forget to eat. Hey, sheepdog. I've been worried as hell about you. If I'm being honest, I hope you're doing okay. Did you finally get rid of him? Old Kitty Stew. Hell yeah, free meat, baby. I mean, come on. Did you think it was all those kitties really disappeared because of coyotes and skydiving accidents? Well, sheepdog, my offer is still open. I can we can get him out of there tonight. My offer is still open. Kitties' lives matter. No, they don't. How about black kitties? Do black kitties' lives matter? Oh, damn it! My flashlight's been on in my pocket probably for a long time. That sucks. Change those batteries. What have you done? What haven't I done, Danielle? Just relax. I wouldn't hurt a kitty. They don't feel a thing. See that's when we make the action figure of Danielle, it's gonna come with a real fur coat because kitty pelts will be just about the right size to make a fur coat for an action figure. Ryan Bennett tests all his dishwashers and tries the all vegan soy yogurt as Walgreens filling in at the overdrink security guards. Huh, that's interesting. Did you guys see that? It's on Sam's. I don't remember if it's Instagram or YouTube or both, but uh, Tommy Boy Studios said something to Ryan about, well, just imagine if somebody, told you that so and so was sucking somebody's dick, and like he went into glitch mode, like his brain completely locked up, like he didn't know that people do that. Like I don't know if that's absurd and pathetic or a good way to be because like if I wasn't constantly thinking about trying to get blowjobs, I wouldn't make half the mistakes that I've made. Damn it, Bill! Didn't I tell you to come in the house already? Dominique, if you really told me to, I fucking yeah. I don't care how far. Yeah, got me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to fake. Oh, fake it. Yep. Yeah, Jenny T. He just it was like he never like he just couldn't fathom that people actually do that. Well, I was discussing this important matter with somebody, and like we're thinking about sending him a prostitute just to see what happens. He'd probably pass out. Lonely days are gone. I'm a coming home. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. It's a good song. I'm gonna have to listen to it later. I haven't heard it in a long time. I don't know. I didn't. I actually thought I was gonna vent a lot harder, but then I realized I can't really say a whole lot without giving too much away, and I promised I wouldn't. Sometimes I hate the fact that uh, there's so how many times have you guys seen me get grilled up here when if I would just throw out a name, it would take all the heat off me, and I just have never. I did it once because that person kind of threw me under the bus, so and even then I didn't do it right away. Let's do a dono stream to get Ryan a hooker. He wouldn't know what to do. All right, like I don't know how much they cost these days because that's never been my thing. But yeah, we can do that. What's going on, Double Bubble? All right, yeah, let's do a dono stream to get Ryan a prostitute, or get me some cocaine. Like if we don't get the prostitute, uh, then I'll just have to buy drugs. I don't grift. If I want drug money, I'll just tell you I want drug money. Man, I've got a lot of banners on here that I don't ever use. Hold on. I'm making one. Damn it, fucking autocorrect. Don't know. There we go. My autocorrect just made it say, no stream to get Ryan a prostate. No, it's prostitute. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Oops, damn it. Oh my God. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. Maybe we should start them out slow, like the ladies' underwear section of a J.C. Penney catalog or something, and kind of work our way up. My incompetence is really starting to piss me off. There we go. Now we should be in business. We'll see. There we go. Now we're talking. Now, full disclosure, if we don't get Ryan a prostitute, that money will just go into my pocket. It will not go to anything good. It will not go to anything constructive. It would just go in my pocket. What's going on, Warbot? A hooker might not even fuck him because he looks like a child. Well, it depends on how strung out she is. Oh man, John Davis, Council of Pedos. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that one out loud, but that's funnier shit. It's funny in a tragic way, really. Might have to get a lot lizard. Oh man, those are nasty. I couldn't even the lot lizards that I've seen. Most of them, like there's no, I don't know. There's just no. They're not touching. I don't care how much. If they paid me, I wouldn't let them touch me. This dude I used to party with that we worked together, and then we want to, we would go to the same bar and stuff. And so, of course, we had a party together, but the dude would get fucked up all the shit and drive, which, you know, I'd be all fucked up to shit. I wouldn't drive, but I didn't have any problem riding with him. And this was before I really started doing coke, but he always had it on him. Like we'd be driving down the road after I knew he just drank like 20 beers and snorting coke off his hand and shit. Fun guy to hang out with. But um, one night we went. We used to go to the truck stop and eat after the bar closed or whatever. But so anyway, we go to the truck stop and he goes around back and like I figure I got kind of uncomfortable because I'm like I don't want to be. This was before I got into the drug game myself, right? And I'm like, I don't really want to be around for a drug deal. Well, no, turns out this fucking nasty ass lot lizard knew he was coming because it was Friday night, and she was fucking nasty. And so he climbed into the back seat with her, and like I start getting out. He's like, "No, man, you can just stay there." I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm not gonna sit where you could fucking blow your wad in the back of my head. It's just not happening." And he's like, "Well, I already paid for you." I'm like, "I'm no, no, no. I'm not fucking. No, I don't want my junk anywhere near where some other dude is no, no, no. I'm not doing it." And I knew a girl, like it really kind of surprised me because she's just a nice person, whatever. But she started fucking her landlord because she couldn't pay the rent. He's like, "Well, if you just fuck me, a couple times a week, then we'll forget about it." She had two little kids, right? So I really can't exactly say that I blame her. Um, when you got little kids, you can't pay the rent. I've never been through that experience, but like I've helped out a few people that were into it. Um, so I really can't really fault her for that. But then, and she only had like four clients, but they were the same dudes every week that they were paying. But yeah, I just I don't know. I just don't like sticking my dick where some other dude had his dick recently. You know. Can I check my DMs when I get a chance? Yes, absolutely. Is it something that I really need to see right now? Actually, I got my other phone. I can go ahead and do it. I keep forgetting. Somebody can come up here. I don't feel like, yeah. Shit, I lost it. Oh shit. I don't know if I should read that out loud or not. Well, you know what? It's probably going to get out there anyway. But um, a source is telling me, and I've not confirmed this. I'm just now reading it, just now hearing about it for the first time. I guess one of Tommy's kids was in a hit and run at the trailer park. They claimed he was drunk with a bunch of friends in the car. Hit and run DUI. He has court at the end of the month. Wow, that's what my source is telling me. I cannot confirm that at this time. It was a car that Tommy bought at an auction. They went joyriding. Wow. I guess we'll find out. Somebody will have the. I mean, I don't know if it. I don't know if. Yeah, we can see juvenile court. So yeah, I'm sure that somebody will find out if that's true. What is going on, West? I just had everybody writing sentences. Is one of Tommy's cars. Right on. I mean, when your kids start getting arrested, that's kind of a sign that you have failed as a parent, in my opinion. When you're out drunk all the time, worry more about fucking panels on YouTube than you are being a parent to your kids. And you don't have to be a fucking helicopter parent. Just pay attention to what they're doing. And, you know, every once in a while, like I was blessed that my kids were good. My kids were very well behaved. And I attribute that, a lot of that to when they were in their terrible twos, you know, they start getting sassy and back talking you. I didn't let them get away with shit. And by the time they were 3, I could take them, you know, I would avoid it if at all possible. But like I could sit in a doctor's office when, you know, when they were 3 and they never, people used to compliment me. They're like, oh man, your kids are so good and so quiet. So yeah, you got to pay attention and don't be afraid to, I mean, don't get carried away with discipline, but you just you gotta be there and kind of guide them. Even if they don't know you're guiding them. Like I said, I'm blessed that, you know, my kids are all very good. Somehow, must have get it from their mothers, but somehow my kids turned out to be really awesome adults. I mean, they hold down good jobs. They don't get into trouble. They take care of their kids. They're not on drugs, which is fucking awesome. So yeah, the Blake thing is true. Right on. I'm sure that it is. I'm just saying that I've not actually seen, you know, the proof of it myself. I like to get my disclaimers out there because people, and I've repeated things that turned out to be bullshit, but I believed it at the time, and come to find out that person was telling me shit. So I like to get my disclaimer out there. Cat Ice thinks it was on Tuesday, but don't quote you on that. Right on. Imagine telling your friends that your dad gets shit faced off of White Claws and you have to. That's the thing, Dominique, is like you know that these kids' friends are watching all this stuff, and you know that they're getting. That's probably why they're in trouble. You know that they're getting picked on or bullied because of the asshole that their dad is. I mean, granted, I've done a lot of fucked up things, and I'll be the first one to admit that. But like, if I was Tommy, man, I would be so fucking embarrassed that my kids know what I act like. You know, amongst my so-called peers, I would be fucking embarrassed. Hey, what's going on, Sam? Just what we needed. I'm dying up here, man. I'm dying. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Well, I heard that you're running a dono stream for Ryan to get a prostitute, and I thought I'd come up and help raise some awareness for this stream and generate some donations.
Hey, I appreciate that. Just a disclaimer, everybody. If we end up not getting a prostitute, this money will not be sent back. It will not go to anything good or important. Whatever is left over, even if it's all of it, will just go into my pocket, and I'll spend it however the fuck I want. There.
Well, I think
Now
we
you
have a
can't
good
say
idea
Griffin.
how it's going to get spent, Bill.
Yeah.
Now you didn't really define whether it's going to be a female prostitute or a male prostitute. So could you kind of clarify that for the donors?
Okay, well that's a good point. In my mind, I had envisioned a female, but I don't know what he's really into. Like,
Right.
if
Well, I mean, my fear is that, you know, as I posted that video clip of him confusing, very confusing on my Instagram page, like I said to you in response, yeah, these female prostitutes they're trained professionals, and they're trained very well at dealing with very awkward and sort of eunuch type men, beta men, and basically Ryan's category of masculinity. So my
Right.
fear, though, is that they'd get very uncomfortable. A female prostitute might get a little uncomfortable, even though they're professional. These are professionals, and they know how to deal with awkward, weird men. That are uncomfortable with the female body and those types of things. My concern is for their comfort level, that maybe a male prostitute might be more in line with something that both parties would be comfortable at.
Well, I mean, I don't care either
And it
way.
would probably save
Whatever.
us some, but not that I know the male prostitute market very well, but it might save them some money too, right? So, wherein you're looking at a couple $100 for a female prostitute, you might cut a deal with a male one. So we may not have to raise that much money in the end.
Well, I mean, I do know some crackheads that'll give you a blowjob and a color TV for about $20. So,
some things just never change, even in the new year, Bill. I hope you're having a good start to your new year. Is this your second stream or third stream of the new year?
oh gosh, yeah, probably second, maybe third, but I've definitely had at least one this year besides this one.
I've tried to take somewhat of a break from being on panels for a while. So I'm just jumping back into it. And, but it's very hard. It's very, very hard to put this community aside. I made a commitment over the holiday to spend it with the people that I care about and love. And it's a difficult task. I don't know what the addiction is. And but I've as I've said, I usually typically tune into your streams mostly. I'm either listening, but even when, the hard part is that when you make a comment, even in chat, that you feel like you have to continue that. So I find myself, if I make one comment, I'm even if I'm not on panel and I just want to, jerk around FCC or, Damone. If I make one comment, I find myself staying for an hour or 2 hours in a stream. So, I want to see Nunya's legs. Did we ever get to see FCC's legs? I think there was a rumor that he was going to be putting a picture up of his legs. I kind of wanted to get that and see what it looked like.
I cannot confirm or deny, but I'm moist with anticipation.
But anyway, I have so much on the docket. Dockets. We have quite a show planned out for tomorrow night. That is going to be a weekly show, Sam's weekend review, which I'm typically going to run on Sunday nights. I'm going to own that time slot. And tomorrow's night show will be 10:30. It's gonna get, you know, I'm putting out there a trigger warning because, you know, I've eliminated all of my mods in my channel. So the last time I ran the first Sam's weekend review sort of descended into chaos. And I should have known because there was someone named Jackoff on panel and Janae. So I had Janae with Jackoff on the same panel together. And then Nevermore popped up and things went south quickly. And of course, when, you know, FCC was there too, when things go south, almost always when, you know, ratings dip and the audience loses interest, you will almost always find FCC on the panel. So what happened was that panel sort of played out and there was some modding issues and there was some disgruntled audience members. I've noticed that people have been banned, and so I've removed everybody's alts are still banned. So I know everybody's alts. The FCC's got about 12 of them. Those are all still banned, but you know, people like Dan Islander, the people that really are just kind of dullards, as JT Colfax would say.
Yeah.
I've unbanned The Dan, and his ilk. But you know, and I'm going to do I'm calling it a hybrid modding system, which is at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to pick 2, maybe 3 mods to work the rest of the stream. Because I just don't, you know, people that I like that are not making good decisions on the stream. And, you know, then you got people that are running and telling like, hey, this person's the one that deleted that comment or put you in timeout. And then,
oh yeah,
then you got people reversing other mods decision, you know, things. And it just gets, you know, and then, you know, people are mods. You really should just have someone in your modding you that you maybe not even like, but someone that can prevent doxes, that sort of removes the harassment and the types of you know, the general stuff that we see in this community that, you know, causes people to not feel comfortable. I really want people to come to the stream and be comfortable and, you know, share their mind. But I mean, just this back and forth of, you know, and then, you know, calling out people's appearances when, you know, generally it's the people that are making fun of other people's appearance when they've never shown their face.
Oh yeah, no doubt they they've probably been ignored and bullied through high school, and this is how they get their revenge on the world.
Someone like Dan Islander and Nunya, who have never shown their face on stream, that are the ones typically the harshest critics, you know, LARP busters. You know, again, I'm not one of those to say, well, I put my face on stream and you didn't. But I do notice that those that are the most willing to call out someone's appearance, good guy, you know, scumbags like that and really a creep like that. There's something wrong with the good guy. I do really strange obsession he has. I mean, I don't know, you know, as far as his sexual preference or what's going on in his household, but he really has this fetish with women and sexualizing them and their naked nudity and really getting off on harassing women and their appearances. And I really think that that's down a rabbit hole of, you know, he needs to be on some sort of watch list potentially for someone that could, you know, in the future, sort of like Minority Report, where we get an early report of someone's proclivity to committing some sort of sex crime.
I too am fascinated by the nude female body, but I try to express it in a positive way by hitting on them and not threatening to show their nudes or, you know, saying shit about the less attractive ones. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even that, it's just like the way you don't necessarily need to show and leverage and harass and sort of use women's photos or their appearance to get their attention or to, you know, virtually abuse them or harass them, right? That's not why you use naked ladies' photos. I'm sure you have a different use for them potentially.
Oh
I know you
yeah.
get a bunch of them, but the idea that it has a real, I mean, studying human behavior, it has a really creep vibe to it. The good guys, these are not women that are voluntarily sending their photos. These are people that he has done extensive, rather than spending time with his wife or his family. He's sitting there looking up ladies in this community and trying to digging up dirt on them into their own adult activities that they're entitled to. And they have some, I agree, like to some degree, you put stuff on the internet, it's subject to, there's a semi-private, but it's like it's being done in a way to
Yeah, but
virtually abuse someone, in my
you
opinion.
shouldn't have to worry about like your personal Facebook page, and you want to put pictures of your family on there like most people do. You shouldn't have to worry that somebody's going to use it for nefarious purposes. And these
Yeah.
people that say, "Oh, well, it's public." Well, yeah, and you're a piece of shit for using it in a way that it wasn't meant to be used for.
Yeah, and I mean, there's Happy New Year, Scam Yula. I see you almost on every stream everywhere you go. And then you go and leave a stream, then you come back, then you go again, then you come back. So, yeah, here I am, Scam. Welcome to the party. I mean, you're always around, and I always enjoy listening to your shrieking, shrill voice. It's a lot of fun. But I hope everyone is having a good new year. In addition to Scam, that's someone's naked photos, Bill, that we don't want to see, for sure. But not, and I would say that mine as well. Those are some, even though I don't know if you saw this, but Damone and his clever handlers meme making that made a video for him took my face and turned me into a woman and then put a video to it.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, but I have to say,
Hey,
No,
Sam.
I've not
Hey,
seen that.
Sam. This is Damone. You can't be talking about me like this because I just came up real quick to say one thing, and that is I love Tom. I love Tom.
Oh, we know you do.
I love Tom.
Some of us like sitting on the fence, okay?
Oh, well, good. It's Bill. I brought your two favorite panel guests to the program, but I made them do a voice changer for you. So
I love
I do
Tom.
appreciate
I love
it.
you, Tom.
You want
I
to
love you,
smooth
Tom.
talk us all, Damone? We know
Tom.
you're such a smooth talker, Damone, and you can just sweet talk your way into any ladies or man's pants. So we're glad you're on the program, Damone. You're just such a sweet guy.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that, Sam. Thank you very much.
Well,
hey there, Scammy.
Go
how you doing,
ahead.
Scammy?
I'm good, guys.
How you doing, Bill? You dirtbag.
Hey guys,
Hey, Damone, didn't you once call Scamula a wretched bitch? I think that was the exact quote. Do you remember that? Hey, Damone, I got about 100 more clips.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
No, I'm not bringing up old shit. I'm bringing up Damone shit, and that means Damone. I got about 100 to 2 other little clips here and there that are going to be totally taken out of context to fuck you over, so that you can go out and double down and triple down and quadruple down on the video by putting it on your own channel, where you look even worse than the fucking clip that I showed of you, Damone.
All I got is old shit. That's all I got. Why are you so pressed, bro? You need to chill.
Hey, speaking of Damone,
by the way,
I'm obsessed with you. Like all these women, like all these women that you think, I'm obsessed with you, Damone. I'm in love with you.
May I finish? By the way, I'm from Texas, but I sound like I have a Southern accent. But I want to make sure everybody out there knows that, Tommy Fellows, I love you, Tom. I love you with all my heart.
Hey guys, something that I've kind of forgotten about that I should have remembered, it has just been brought to my attention. This person says that we should ask Damone to get Ryan a prostitute. He told the story that he wanted to lose his V card and hired a prostitute and got it done. So there we go.
Stop. Whoever made that comment, stop that shit.
right.
Well,
Hey,
I
we're
just-
gonna-
I just
we're
wanna
gonna
say
do it.
Happy New Year, FCC. Happy New Year, Scamula. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you all had a great holiday and enjoyed yourself.
Trashing me, shithead. So happy New
No,
Year.
I just
but
is it
fuck
wrong
you.
to say that there's a look? I mean, is it wrong to say that I don't necessarily need to see you naked, Scamula? That's all. Is that so wrong?
How did you see me naked? Did you?
I'm
get
saying
into
I
my
don't
naked-
want to.
Oh, okay. But I thought we were going to braid each other's hair next week.
Oh no. Well, if you see how beautiful I look as a woman, just go to Damone's channel. He's got me up there dressed and dolled up. And actually, I have to say, I look better dressed up as a woman than many men and women in this community look. So it's he really made me look good. So
Well, I didn't
his
see
handler, one of his meme making handlers for sure.
Again, I'm not against anyone here. I'm sitting on this goddamn fence. I'm trying.
How?
I'm trying.
Tell us how that fence.
Who
feels.
Who else is on the fence? Who else do you see sitting on the fence? You see anybody right now?
I mean, how big is
I'm
the?
by myself.
What
you
type
all
of fence
alone?
is it, and what kind of
I'm
poles
all
are holding it
alone.
up?
I know I'm all alone.
I don't know what fence. I mean, when you say you're sitting on the fence, doesn't the other side have to accept you, Scamula? I only see you really popping in and out of Bills and Eds and Lock streams.
Well,
and
hold
occasionally-
on now, Sam. Maybe Scamula's sitting on Tom's 6-inch fence.
or Damone's 3-inch fence.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Mushroom,
I love
don't
Tom.
need it,
I
thank you.
love you, Tom.
That is eerily realistic. It's
No, my guy's gonna be here in a couple.
No,
of
Scamula,
days.
I was not meaning to. Come on, I was just playing with you. I have no
Okay,
problem.
but
If you want to
you-
send me your naked photos, I will accept them. Okay,
God.
you know.
No,
I might puke.
I'm blind you for life. Are you kidding me? No one needs to see that shit.
All right. Well, I do enjoy. You do shake things up on panels, Scamula, and you do. Everybody sort of cringes when you first arrive, but they always enjoy
Mhm.
having you. Even Bill, I know. So
You know,
Uh,
I appreciate that. And Bill, you may hate me saying this, but I really don't appreciate going up on like last night I tried to go up on Locks and Sabby was like, I'm a fucking bitch. I mean, like
Oh, you got wrecked last night.
I will say that Bill is pretty much the only person that I would pop up on right
This
now.
is what your life
so
has
you're
come
really
to.
only up in Bill's fence, but you're sitting on Bill's fence, is what you're saying.
I
then,
think I
Scamula,
am
right?
right
I think
now,
you're not
just-
sitting on a fence. I
You
think
know,
you're always
after
stuck
this,
with Bill's.
you're done. After this, you're finished.
Well,
I
anyway,
don't
I
think
have so
ever.
much on my
There's nowhere
so
else to
much is
go.
on the agenda tomorrow night. I did put up a
that's
4-day I did put up a 4-day notice of my stream. Thanks FCC
saw
for putting in your
that.
comments.
You saw the
That-
comment
yeah,
that
yeah, that
it
that
must
I
be
am-
nice to have enough white privilege and financial
Right.
security
Oh,
to be
I
able
know,
to
sure.
plan your
The
life
idle
4
rich.
days ahead.
The
Most
idle
of us
rich.
live day to day.
Right.
You put something
So-
out there
or
4 days ahead at a particular time. Just
or
don't do that in this community because it comes off as being very arrogant.
no, or you could say it as a sign of respect for other people's time, that I'm giving time for them to plan and prepare for, of course, attending my streams.
Okay.
It could get
right?
wild with
Maybe
no
that
mod.
part too.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
see, I'm right, but okay. So I know who you're talking about, FCC, because I was like, God damn it, listen to FCC, because it's like, don't tell us that you're gonna go live with this shit, right? And
Facts.
and you have to admit that Ed kind of does the same thing. And I know I'm like totally hated right now for being anti-Ed, and I'm not anti-Ed. I'm not anti-Ed.
I
at
thought
all.
you were pro ed. I thought you're hated because you're pro ed. Now you've
hated
been
for
flip flopping
Now,
more than
now we have
more.
now we have multiple fences that we're dealing with now.
Number one. I'm
Multiple
surprised
fences.
that
I
you didn't
I
make.
don't hate him. Okay. So
Sadly,
because I don't-
Scamula, you didn't make my flip flopping poll of 2023.
I
But
know.
you were an honorable mention for sure, because you could flip flop in the same stream sometimes. You do leave the stream and come back. Like when you started
It's
crying.
hard to track. It's very hard to track.
You remember when you were yelling and screaming at Tommy, and then you left the stream, and then you came back, and then you were crying to Tommy, and you were demanding he called you.
Okay,
You were trashing him.
That? Can we please not talk about
Sure.
time?
Yes,
I've got the video.
We have other embarrassing times.
You want to play the video?
Damone has.
I'm kidding. I don't have any videos. I don't have any screenshots.
For crying out loud! It's
and I know that Damone
let my cam slip the other day.
Damone picks on you a lot, Scamula, but he did catch you. Were you indeed falling asleep on a stream that he posted of you a couple weeks ago?
I think so. I think so. I think that was.
Was that your second box wine, or was that your third one?
No, I don't drink box wine. That's the thing.
I thought that
I'm
was
allergic to wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's your substance or drink of choice?
Scamula. I'm sorry about that video, but I'm just here for the content. So no hurt feelings. Okay. My bad.
It was the worst. I'm so embarrassed by that, right? Because I had been sick for a week and then whatever. And then, no, I was probably a couple beers in, fell asleep. I don't know I know what it was. I was on a stream and I didn't realize that the cam thing went off. And so, yeah, it's a totally,
Well, let's get back to what's so important.
Jeff moment.
Let's get back to the important stuff, which is where do you stand? Tommy said the other day you were going to this party with that production. JFK, that is for tomorrow night's stream. I have to save some juice. I'm going to give some juice out here now, but most of my juice will be delivered tomorrow night.
Okay, Danielle,
just don't get it in my eye.
Bill, by the way, Danielle has all my nudes.
Can I interrupt you, Sam? Thank you.
I am confused what your status is.
JFK is saying that Nunya is sharing a picture of me and my legs. I don't have any picture. I've seen the picture. It's not me. Regarding the legs,
how do we know it's not your legs?
I showed my legs last night on lock stream. So if you want to see some sexy, and how did it make you feel?
I'm going to keep that to myself. I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Thank you. So I just want to point that out. Yeah. All right, carry on.
I mean, you yourself describe your legs as super sexy and smooth, and so I'll let that description.
Yeah. They are. Anyways, carry on.
You guys are getting me so hard right now.
I know. I mean, this is getting hard with Scamula and FCC on the same panel, Bill. Well, this is a new experience for you.
Sam couldn't, so fuck you. You're
all right. Let's listen to this. Hold on. So I want to get back to the real important things. One of really, I'm taking it off the list to talk about because Scamula, you were on my agenda tomorrow night, but now that I got you here, I'm clearing the docket. What's your status in the community now? So where I thought you were pro Ed and you've been accepted by the Edvidians, where now you're telling me everyone thinks you're anti Ed. When did that pop up?
I'm not accepted by any, because what I said something, I was on a panel, I don't know, and again, probably a couple beers in. And
Angela G booted you.
Angela G, that was it. Thank you.
Yes. It's all in my notebook.
God damn it, you and Christy. And
I'm preparing. I don't know why Christy uses her notebook, but I have to prepare for a show.
Well, I know, but I like both you and Christy, no matter what you say about me.
So Angela G, you were getting a little bit chippy with talking about Ed. Angela G is super overprotective to an abnormal level. If you bring up Ed's name, and bam, you get booted. And I think you were just playing. What do they play? Chess over there, or what? FCC's over there playing.
Yahtzee.
Yeah,
and it was fun as fuck, right?
He's either singing karaoke or playing Yahtzee. FCC. What was the game of choice?
But the Yahtzee I get into, yeah. And so I basically
Yahtzee.
Pointed out that Ed still is.
It's an Anglo-European Nordic game. Yep.
Whatever, FCC. But I basically was just pointing out facts. That Ed, come on. I get shit because I get shit for backing Ed, for not still hating him, for doxing me 100 years ago, and that I'm not totally up in arms over him. I mean, he literally is a CP suspect right now. So because I just
I
stated that
honestly,
fact,
Scamuel, I don't hinder, and I hate to litigate this because it's just we're in a new year, and just, for those of us that have spent the last, I'm not defending or sticking up for anybody, but just a process. When you say that he's a CP suspect, I don't understand what that means, because you're never really a perpetual suspect. Like JT for 3 hours was a suspect in the John Bonet murder, but he's not still continuing to be 30 years later a suspect. So, Scamuel, at what point do you not become a suspect anymore? Because the government is never going to give you a document that says, we raided your home illegally, you were never a suspect, we're sorry, we apologize, sue us now for $115 million and we're happy. They're just going to quietly go away and not say anything. So I don't,
especially in Texas. Yeah.
So when you refer him, where is a document that says this date and Ed's name and CP suspect and under investigation?
And that's where I'm torn, because I'm with you. When you say it like that, that's why I'm saying, like, I can see both sides.
You just crossed the fence again. Here we go.
Would you shut the hell up?
Crossing the Rubicon.
You have one side showing this document that, like, he's not cleared of. And again, guys, I don't think he's guilty. Okay. For everything I've called him, I don't think I've ever called him a chomo. And so I've never thought that. I want to believe absolutely the best, but then you have all these people that are saying, but this document. So I was basically pointing out that in that sense, they're right. There is this open investigation that there seems to be no closure on.
Well, I mean, look, we can go round and round in circles, Scamuel, and unfortunately, sadly for me, I've gone round and round in circles with people like Ryan for a short period of time, that when I realized that I was arguing with a
wall.
I don't even want to call him a wall, because it's like with a wall, there is a minimal level of engagement that makes some sense. I talk to a wall all the time, and I get it talking back to me sometimes.
Ryan makes a lot of good points, though. And again, sometimes
you said Ryan makes good points?
He does.
What? Ryan is a troll of all trolls that has no life experience, is super naive, has never even, doesn't know what the term sex means or the opposite sex means. And so for you to say that he makes sense with what? He makes sense with being completely
what's in front of him? What's being
living in a
30-year-old virgin, 30-year-old
living
dishwasher.
in a group home.
I'm not going to go into that.
Living in a group home, and you're going to tell me he makes sense and he has enough life experience to make sense. What did he make sense about?
He was pointing out what there's documents of. Like, he's basically showing, here we have black and white documents that show this.
There's a black and white document that said JT Colfax is a suspect. They didn't never say you're not. They never charged him, though. So that makes him, you can't imply guilt when someone is under investigation and they never get charged.
That's a good point. See, that's a good point.
So when you say that he doesn't make sense, it's just Ryan is a
do you have screenshots? Do you have videos? We need evidence.
Inexperienced.
No, I don't do screenshots and videos.
We don't do made up stuff. We're all about truth here.
I know, but there is, some of us have to have day jobs to pay bills. You know what I mean?
Fine. Fine.
And so I'm trying to keep up. So again, when I hear Sam saying them, it's scam going from here to here, scam to
I didn't say. What did I've never? Like, the only thing I said is, I probably, if I got a naked picture of you, I'd look the other way, Scammy. That's all. I mean, and you would probably do the same with my photos. So it's a mutual feeling. But.
I think you're adorable, shithead. That's why I'm like, why is he trashing me right now?
I know I wasn't. I was playfully ribbing.
Wait until his next video comes out.
No, panel tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern time.
Here's something else people overlook. They busted. It was technically Ed's brother's place on a warrant for CP, but when they arrested them, they didn't arrest them for CP, even though they had a warrant for it. So apparently,
right?
they didn't find anything then. All they found was drugs. That's what they got charged with. There was never a CP charge.
I know,
Thank you,
and
Bill.
that's where it's just like, again, but here's the thing. Sometimes I think I go after Ed because that guy found my divorce and he read that I had somehow
This
like
is not
lost
about you. This is about Ed right now.
I know, but I'm saying I think that's where it comes from when I'm just like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like you
and you have a right to be angry over that. But it's not like you didn't start this shit. We're not going to get into the details of how all that got started.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was part of that whole thing, and it happened 100 years ago, as far as I'm concerned. But I think that's why I was just kind of like, listen, glass houses, dude.
So I wanted to get through a couple things. I don't mean to take over the stream and everything, but I'm didn't plug my Sam's weekend review for tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern time. But
I better not be part of it.
I did want
let
to say,
let Sam handle his business here.
I did want to get off a couple things off the docket for tomorrow night. So I want to get the Tommy Boy. There's a bunch of Tommy Boy material that will be saved for tomorrow night, of course. But I do have to give Ryan a little bit. If you go to my Instagram page, Sam Clinton 2.0 on Instagram, and you see the clip that I put up of Tommy Boy ineloquently asking Ryan about if he heard that Tracy Cruz, I don't know. Hold on. I have to get this right, and then I will actually.
Yeah, this is being recorded, so get it right. Come on.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, Tommy Boy said it, and he's the most dullard of dullards, and if he says it, anyone can say it, basically.
Well, yeah, his whole approach to me has shifted. Have you seen him come after me the last 2 weeks?
Since he got lobotomized a couple months ago,
something happened, but he's come after me in a way I've never. He seems to be very unhinged. Everything about
and I don't
him
even
to me
think
is about like race and like the fact that I'm a brown person.
Well, I will say this.
I mean, it's interesting. I have screenshots.
I have noticed. What you got screenshots? How do you send them? What happened to your Instagram page? Did you go dark again?
Right now,
on Instagram,
I'm saving them. I'm saving them on a Minecraft server.
Have you?
They eventually will be.
Okay, hold on. Don't squeeze out of the question. Did you close down your Instagram page for the third time in a row?
No, the second time. And
okay,
Instagram did it to me, man. They just took all my shit down.
And so now we have no way to DM you.
Well, I'm working on it because I have to create an email.
Well, how about that Zoom, that 24-hour 365 Zoom that you got running? When can I get an invite to that?
I'm on that. Well, it depends on I have a monthly gold plan. I got to figure out how many invites I can do per month. It's limited.
I do think that like something is going on with Tommy Boy, and I don't want to use the analogy of a lobotomy, but back in
something
summer,
happened to him. There was a clear switch.
It's not just a switch; it's a neurological issue that he went from.
Big change.
He went from when he was getting all this notoriety and clout off of dragging me for bullshit, making stuff, calling me out for things I said a year ago, based upon just really minuscule, minute stuff, and he was the cock of the walk of the community. Right. He was riding high, and you were there cheering him on, FCC.
Yeah,
and then come in the fall, and he was promising this winner of Sam. I shut him down with the revelation that he had absolutely no evidence about this whole National Enquirer bought the Florida catches. Yet he ran a story, and he hasn't answered. By the way, notice this. He has not come after me since, and he has never addressed it since he ran the Sam is a greedy bastard who got money for the Florida catches on National Enquirer. And someone called JT a pred in his chat, and then he shut him down, Nuno or that crew, and then he got a lobotomy, and he's never been the same since.
Something happened.
Now he's coming after you, FCC, because
he can't get me out of his brain, and I'm like a gang member.
Sadly,
I'm a cholo.
He's
going for the racial attacks. That's it.
Once he has you in his brain, it's going to be about 2 to 3 months of dragging. Just be ready. And
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Has the clips necessary and the ammunition to do it, but he is definitely operating on about 20% of where he once was.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Significant, like just decomposition.
Maybe he's decomposing in an aquarium somewhere. I don't know, but
it's fresh water of the North Sea. Go ahead. What?
I think we need Sam's Cash App for him and TBS to get a room.
No. The only room I want to get is some room for Ryan and someone of the opposite sex.
Stop it. Okay. But I think you and TBS have some kind of love affair.
When another man is so obsessed with you that he
both are obsessed.
I would Scamular, in all fairness, I would say most of the obsession started with by TBS. So that's the origin of this kind of like kind of strange like drama, but also like sexual drama energy stuff.
Well, let's keep it above. Well, I mean,
okay, sorry.
Look, I'm not going to delve into. We'll just say that. I really am. The attention that he lavished upon me and the constant. My name in his mouth was, I did like it to some degree. I have to, if I'd be totally honest. But now he's moved on from me. He's moved on to me, and now he is 100% on the Nunya train, and he has since now coming after some people on the Edvidian side of things to maybe try to build his cred back up.
I was one of the first ones he went after. Now, some of the shit that he said was completely wrong because he didn't. Yeah, he did a few streams about me.
I never heard him say
that was some of his best content. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. There was a lot of information I could have gave him, but he just chose to make assumption and listen to people that didn't also know what to know, or people that also didn't know what the hell was going on.
Well, didn't he was part of, FCC was part of that group too, when they jumped on the bandwagon, when you had that stream and you were told to go take a fentanyl laced cocaine patch and die. They kind of were rumbling and jumping on the bandwagon to cancel you, Bill. And I think that we have a member of this panel that was on there cheering it on.
No, I take no responsibility for what anybody else did. But yeah, I definitely.
You tried to cancel Bill. You tried to cancel
I didn't try to cancel him. I have no power to cancel
Bullshit. You tried to Bullshit. You said everybody go and subscribe from Bill.
I didn't mean to start drama at all. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. But this is kind of the juice that will be delivered tomorrow
night. You're sending out like your Mitch Richmond energy tonight.
Oh, right. Oh, that will be covered tomorrow night. We had Bitch. Bitch will be covered at length tomorrow night, in fact.
No, Bill fucking pissed me off to no end, and
I don't know if
got angry with him, and I dealt with it, and I'm like,
sure. You were in that.
I changed. I've adapted.
Boys,
we all have.
I know. Look at me. I'm on here, and I hate that.
I wanna say something else before you move on, Sam. I don't know what else is left on your docket, but I have got one thing before you go forward, looking backwards. Something that's very interesting for everybody that's listening or that will listen to this is to think about this new community member, NTF, right? And listen, hold on. She's doing her thing, right? And it's been a struggle, and she continues to struggle. But here's what I have to say: think about how she came in. She came into this community via some TBS bullshit, right? So you're already starting, with his video. He did a video about her and like did the whole thing. And so you have to think like she's coming into this community like 2 steps backwards, right? And 1 step forward. But I want to give a shout out to her because she's kept with it. She came in via the TBS bullshit and she has persevered. So
the fact that
shout out.
Persevered, see, that was my little
That's what
thing.
I got to say tonight.
No,
Well, and I do want to.
yeah.
I do want to give out because I did post a she was a latecomer to the community, but just these last 2 months in which they've really gone after her, in which they found things about her personal life that she's entitled to a degree of privacy. I mean, obviously, if you're going to post stuff on the internet, expect it at some point, but they've used it against her, and she's persevered. And I think that I'm particularly impressed because really none of the men in this community have the courage, conviction, or strength that is impressive at all. That's why I posted a poll up of who is the strongest woman of 2023, and I am going to announce the winner tomorrow night. As in the lead right now is indeed Christy, but an honorable mention, and I should have said, and that's Christy with a C, but Christy with a K is also a really phenomenal person.
Yeah, both are amazing. Yeah,
and both, we have 2 good Christies in this community.
We do.
But I do think NTF was a strong coming in honorable mention, as well as I got the most hate I've ever gotten for not putting someone in that poll. And I do want to give a shout out to Juniper for
you can't fuck with Juniper,
dealing with what she has dealt with in being a strong woman for 2023. So she definitely was deserving. Unfortunately, obviously, if you know the YouTube polls, you only get 5 slots. And
but can we talk about your process for arriving at the 5? Like, what did that look like? What data did you take into consideration?
I'm gonna go like Damone.
Any kind of like analytics.
If I like you,
you're adding Damone as a woman.
No, well, I mean, he is an effete.
May as well.
He is an effete man, quote unquote.
So how does this work?
Right. Damone is completely. He has every vibe of being a very, just feminine, effete person, and it's just true. I mean, he can call me a fruit every day, all day, but the fact of the matter is, he's very feminine.
Well, I think he's just in touch with himself.
No, he's not. I think. Look, I think they edited it out, but Damone went on a catch with PHI. And they were relying on him because he has a gun. And this is a big problem with a lot of people. Just having a gun doesn't mean jack shit. You got to have the internal fortitude to be able to use the fucking thing. And I think they probably cut it out of the video. But I did see a clip where I guess things got a little bit hot. And
Brian.
Pretty much. And he was like, oh, my God, I have to. He said, I have to sit down. Now, they're relying on you for security because, 1, you're supposed to be a man, and 2, you had a fucking gun.
Not a chance.
But when you completely fall to pieces when shit gets hot, you are actually doing more harm than good because you give people a false sense of security.
Well, that's probably why he's never doing a catch again. Didn't he say that or something? Like, that was like the one time he did it. So he learned probably. But
yeah, and I was certainly...
I would lose my mind, guys, the way I mean... I would panic if somebody had a gun. I don't know.
I didn't know.
And I was certainly happy. I was certainly happy to get.
News to me.
I was certainly happy to get PHI to that collab and back. And happy to do it. And I'm glad that it was such a productive and catching experience. And it got Damone the first time, and maybe the only time he'll ever be on a catch will be him hiding behind a woman. Like his gal pal Ryan, who continues to deny we have prima facie evidence of him hiding behind a woman on a catch because he was scared. And why he continues to deny it is him being a lying Ryan. That's why
Sam,
we know him here.
Sam, I have a question for Sam. As a philanthropist, as a benefactor to this community.
Well, you are too, because you gave that $40 mystery donation to
CPPWV.
Yep, the
WV. And they had WV. I love my ladies. Yeah. Anyhow, what does it feel like to give? I don't know kind of contracts or if there's any kind of like strategic planning behind the money you give. Is other particular goals or metrics or targets that you're looking at, but stepping back from that, like, what does it feel like to give money to a team and then for them to come back and later publicly trash you?
You know, it's something that sadly you get used to in this community. You know, I've already spoken on the fact that we all know how difficult it is to, if you've ever been in, you know, you've disclosed on panel that you've been involved with nonprofit organizations, and it's very, very difficult to raise money. And typically when someone gives you money for you to do your work, that they're not receiving anything in return. And the only thing that you give them in return is to drag them and have people around them drag you. You know, it's kind of a strange feeling. I don't want to get into the term of sadomasochistic,
But
but
Sam,
it is a very weird feeling that
Sam,
not only did people come at me and be an absolute ungrateful bastard to me and
right.
drag me and troll me, but then you had people in this community laugh about it and say,
Yep.
ha ha ha, Sam, you gave all that money only for people to fuck you over and make fun of you. So yeah, it's not a great feeling, and it does make me wonder about people's interests in this community and how much they actually care about generating donations and goodwill to the catchers to go out and catch predators, when they're actually trolling people for giving money and getting fucked over for it.
Okay, Sam,
Boom.
what do you
Bam.
make
Woo.
of
That was hot.
NATP? What do you make of Todd getting made fun of for donating $3 to a catcher?
What was that? Say that
Did
again.
you guys last night? Did you notice, or is it in the last?
Scamula, you're drunk. That was like 3 nights ago.
I am.
That was like 3
That
nights
was
ago.
3
Yeah.
nights ago. I can't keep
Yeah,
track.
your shit's spilling over. Yeah. Anyways,
Well,
go ahead.
I thought that according to my notebook in preparation for tomorrow night's show at 10:30, that
So
Sam's
when did that
weekend review.
happen then?
I thought Thaw
Yeah.
got a $3 donation at 3 a.m. that woke him up, and he was pissed about it. I thought that's what happened.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. It was. I don't know. Whatever I watched. Okay, maybe it was a couple days ago. It was. Somebody sent me something.
Todd gave Tommy a small donation, and Tommy basically mocked him.
Oh, maybe Todd. Maybe it was Todd.
Okay.
Okay, that's what.
I
Then
didn't
Todd
know.
gave Tommy.
Make fun of me at being drunk all you want, FCC. But I just saw this clip of somebody making fun of Todd. So I
Yeah,
didn't know.
that's what I'm saying. I'm helping you out here. I'm helping to move the conversation along.
You know, I think that you know, as for me and how I raise money for a nonprofit 501c3 and how I raise money for my for-profit business activities, I am nothing but grateful, appreciative, and I work extra hard.
Oh, I
and
see. He gave PHI $3. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I work extra overtime for the people that contribute to any organization I'm a part of, or if I fundraise for an organization, or if my for-profit businesses, that if you're going to invest or be an investor. So it was kind of strange to me last year when I just sort of gave out a bunch of money because of the work that people did. No one gave me anything in return. I didn't want it so much as a thank you. And
But
actually, in fact, for 2 people, I didn't even get a private message back of thank you. That was kind of a little bit odd. They didn't even know who I was, and they got a substantial contribution last year, and they did not even reach back in private and say thank you. And again, you're not doing this for the thank you. But I'm not going to sit here and say and be
any good fundraiser is going to know that they should.
I'm not going to be a good little boy and say,
right?
It's a facts of facts. You know, people like facts. You know,
any good fundraiser isn't going to trash somebody and make fun of them.
Well, not in this community. This community has
if people are giving you money, you should be courting them.
Oh my God! Can I tell you how thankful I would be over a super chat for $3?
So I want to clear this up real quick. So Todd actually gave $3 to PHI. That's where the controversy came from, and then he got mocked for it. So,
you know,
there are some people who have been very, very. Oh, she's gonna make me do it. There are some people that have been very, very generous to me as far as donations go, and so sometimes they just tip me with the, however much for no fucking reason. They just do it. And I don't care if it's $3 or, and I've had some
$1 even.
bigger ones. I don't care if I have their phone number, whatever. I'll text them or call them and thank them, privately or personally, whatever. I don't care how much it is. Just the idea that they sent me anything, I'm grateful for.
Well, you're right. Even that $500 mystery donation that came into you that people are still claiming you made up.
Which by the way,
I will mention, I thought that FCC was in last because everything he does, he comes in last. But in this poll, he's actually in third. He's second from last. He's not in last.
Another correction. We have real time. We have real time data coming in. His
phantom donation to CPP West Virginia branch is second from last. Bill, I put out a poll of the strangest donation, or the sort of most sus or strangest donation. And winning is the donation that Thaw claimed to have given a massive and the most donation that Ed's wife got. That's winning at 37%. Jonathan's donation to CCC Kevin, obviously Jonathan at one time accused Kevin on a panel of raping another man. He's come full circle and donated to Kevin's legal fees. And then he later, during that stream, he got trashed for it, as he probably should. And then he got mocked. And then there was a moment where Kevin and Jonathan were on the same panel a few days later. Hit my Cash App, bitch. Hit my Cash App, bitch. So there is that strange donation. I don't know if Jonathan ended up.
That's fucking, that whole thing is super dicey, man.
That's really strange, but good if he did it.
FCC's phantom donation to CPP West Virginia branch, which we've never gotten a receipt for ever. And then they claimed a faked receipt. Bill, your detractors have
I made
said,
2 donations to them. $250.
Bill, your detractors have always accused you of faking screenshots, faking catalogs.
They do it with everything.
The big one was a few weeks ago. You posted that people were making fun of you that you don't get any money, and then you posted that $500 donation, but you sort of screeched out some stuff, and your detractors said that was completely faked. So
it's not faked. In fact, I actually do know about that. Shut the fuck up, Scamio! Let me fucking talk on my own goddamn panel. I think we all saw that coming. No, I actually do know about that poll, Sam, and the person. I had to take their name out because I don't want to be harassed. But that person did say that they were cool with me showing you the unedited, so I can do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, even if you do it, do you think your detractors will still buy it?
No, but I don't care. They say that about every fucking thing. It's like when they've got nothing else left and they can't defend themselves against whatever I'm throwing up to, it's fake. It doesn't matter how many people come up here and verify shit. Like they still say that, I'm them with a voice changer or whatever. That's just their fallback.
Right.
Or they'll show like fake pictures of your legs to make it look like you have diabetes.
Yes.
I did want to say, and then it's Scamula and who she's dropped. You scared her off, Bill. Was that your goal? But she'll be back hopefully. Once I leave. I'll let you take
Here's the thing. Every time I have Scamula up here, I get text messages and DMs, people saying I can't fucking stand her, kick her off. I have people offer me money to kick her off, and I don't have a problem with panels that do kick people off for money, but I personally don't do that because even though I can change the rules anytime I want, like we could get into a situation where somebody could be silenced just because a person has enough money to shut them up, and I don't really want to do that. So
I did want to say, so like back to FCC's question about, getting harassed for donating, I mean, the same thing is if we all saw what happened to JFK, this is someone who has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to put herself and a contact she has on the line to help identify hundreds of predators for all different teams. And these folks in this community ran her up and down, and you had someone like Ryan. Here's the thing. If I'm going to be prosecuted by someone and I've got to be prosecuted by someone like Ryan, Literally,
That's
Ryan, in
tough.
our free
That's tough.
society, not only are you being prosecuted really in a way that's unjust, but you're being prosecuted by someone with so little life experience and such a head up his ass like him, know it all, but he knows nothing, thinks that his opinion is
Yeah.
truth and fact, when in
Yeah.
fact he's lying through his teeth and he knows it. Or even more scary, he doesn't know it and he believes himself and his own lies. But to have Ryan,
Sam, I don't want you talking about my buddy Ryan like that, because sometimes I like to cuddle up next to Ryan, next to the fireside, and profess my love for Tom. I love you, Tom.
you actually do his voice. You get. I think you're onto something there, FCC.
Is it getting better?
It's getting better. It's absolutely getting better.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
But to be prosecuted by Ryan like JFK was, who had put herself on the line, put herself out there to help identify hundreds of Preds for a dozen or more teams, right, behind the scenes. And then because of someone like Nanya, okay, goes out and is a bitch at claiming to help Preds and decoys when Preds catchers and decoys when she's doing the exact opposite. And JFK hangs up her shoes and says, this is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. And then Ryan, who has a family in law enforcement, doesn't put himself on the line, doesn't put his family at risk to do anything to help Preds or help kids, or to use any of their resources legally or not legally. In fact, his own family thinks that catching predators this way is wrong, and you shouldn't be doing it. And that it's a whatever, it should be condemned and made illegal is what Ryan's family thinks. So it's hard for me to sit and so you have this person hardworking behind the scenes like JFK, who did a ton of stuff, and they got run out of town. And so I felt the same way essentially as doing donations. It's like, who the fuck would want to donate? Who the fuck would want to, and for all the shit that Bill gets, he had set up a number of Discords for people. He ran some protective campaigns for some catchers, I think, over the years, not like big stuff, but he did a lot of shit for predator catchers to protect them from some stuff. Maybe not that they were doing anything like he was doing anything illegal, but he was definitely helping them,
protect our catchers. Go ahead.
He was actually doing that. Bill was actually doing that. And not only did he set up a bunch of Discords for people and ran those Discords. And, and then here we are. And it's like the other couple months ago, like after all the shit that Kevin had said about Sabby and Locke, it was like revealed. This is like the little shit that I hear that nobody else. It was revealed that Tech was mad at Locke for not doing work for free for Kevin to post his catches and to edit them and to do and to save them and repost them and do this. And Tech was like, and that's when Tech called him a weirdo. I don't know if you guys caught that stream in which Tech called.
Wow, this is all new information for me.
Fuck,
go ahead.
And that's when Locke said, fuck you, Tech. Because essentially Tech was demanding that Locke do shit for Kevin, who had done nothing but shit in the face of Locke and his girlfriend. So it's again this whole thing like I don't have to give. No one has to give anything. No one has to.
Are you going to have any? Are you going to have any content left for your show tomorrow night?
Oh, are you kidding?
This was honor.
No. Believe me, Bill knows that I only saved This was just the honorable mention.
The teaser.
He's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, these are teasers in the last 2 hours I came up with that I needed to clear. Yeah. Which brings me to my final.
Everybody tune in tomorrow night.
I need to clear up, which is FCC. I need to clear this one up. You're on the agenda tomorrow night in a good way. Well, in a Sam way, because I have such an affinity for you because you've never you've always, disgruntled or not, you've always been in my corner, but you might be chained in my corner potentially. So, and that's and that's actually why I think Tommy Boy hates you so much and is coming after you, because you've been such a,
because I'm aligning with the other white boy. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. And so I do need to say this, maybe get this one off the docket. You were on stream the other day. You actually popped up there for this purpose. You do your typical social justice warrior, and I thought you just went way too far. NWO is a.
Are we talking about orcas or killer whales?
NWO, Naples Water Orange. NWO was on, an older guy on Ed's panel. He's usually just on Ed's panel. He's kind of, he says some off the wall stuff sometimes, but again, he says some stuff that's off the wall sometimes, but he's a decent person. I don't know. He says some, stuff, but he made a comment in which you were particularly incensed about, which was he claimed that gays, homosexuals are on the wrong side of the track. And I just want to say that you took it, and the rest of the folks on the panel took it just way too far. Then you got him talking in, he comes from a community that might have used that term. I don't think people took it in a way in which he was meaning anything denigrating or okay, he's on the wrong side of the track. My grandfather used language that I didn't agree with. I think that some communities use it, but I don't think you can always equate what people say to what their heart is. And I didn't see him being anything but conveying what, gays in his community, that they were on the wrong side of the track, conveying that there was something wrong with it. And I don't think it was really that offensive at all. But you and the rest of you panelists pushed him into a corner, and he does take some time to process things. And you all know that it takes NWO some time to process. Not that he's slow. He just takes some time to process because, I don't know what his age is. I don't know how old he is, but he is older like you.
Can we get to the question at hand?
So I just want to call you out for being so unnecessarily social justice warrior woke.
Wow.
And
thank you for that.
Not based as you going after him. And I'd like to know what your reasoning was and if you're going to correct that in the future.
I'm not correcting anything. My reasoning was that the language that he used was offensive, whether he realized it or not. That's pretty much what I had to say.
I don't think he was using it in a way to.
Well, see, here's the thing. You're making a connection between what people are saying they believe to be true versus what the larger body of research tells us to be true. And if you can't make those connections and still choose to use racist language, I can't help you. I don't have time to educate you. Right? It's somebody else's job. Somewhere along the line, society has failed you. And that's not my problem. And I'm also not going to sit around and listen to it. Right? Because it's not my problem. What you got?
All right, gentlemen. While there's a lull in the conversation, since I don't have any direct access to Scamula, and I don't want it ever, so I'm going to shout her out here, Scamula. Thank you for the Cash App donation. I do appreciate it.
There you go.
Now, I'd like to clarify, is that for Ryan's male escort, or is that for your pocket for cocaine?
She didn't specify. If we get enough to get him an escort, we'll try that.
Well, some places it could be as cheap as $20, so it depends on.
Well, we're getting there then.
Okay.
And also, Sam, back to your point. This whole.
I knew you weren't done. By the way, I knew
I'm only getting started.
Yeah.
But this whole idea, the concept of the wrong side of the tracks evolves over time as society evolves, right? It initially was used to speak of you got the black side of town, you got the white side of town. We get that, and now it's you got the straight side of town, you got the gay side of town. I don't I have no like emotional connection to that particular like gay side of the tracks, or like is gay right or is gay wrong. However, I understand the idea and the concept of allyship with other oppressed peoples, right? And that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. And so when I hear things, even if they don't happen to pertain to me as a heterosexual, like, man, I'm going to speak up.
Allegedly, okay.
I'll take that.
Well, I think I get to troll you for a little bit over the months of your trolling, but I think what I'm saying is that how do you approach your family or friends that might come from a different generation that aren't necessarily so I would reference like a Midwest where they're sort of they may use insensitive language or language that more refined, more so educated, social justice warrior type, politically correct, but they don't necessarily mean the meaning behind it.
You forgot anal retentive.
Anal retentive, like yourself.
You got to add that
clearly
to the end
anal
of
retentive. Type A anal retentive social justice warrior like yourself. How do you have conversations with family and friends of yours that the intent behind what they're saying is not mean-spirited? Right. And you know that, and I think you knew that, and the rest of the panel knew that with NWO, that what he was saying was not mean-spirited. And in fact, nobody has to be like, where's this idea that everyone has to be accepting of everybody else's who they like? I mean, I don't understand where it's like, why does the LGBT community have to force acceptance of who they quote unquote are on everybody else? If you don't like someone, don't like someone. And if you don't like them because of who they are, there are racist people, there are bigoted people, there are homophobic people. And you're not going to fight it by sort of lecturing someone with your finger. It definitely someone who's a little bit slower at processing things, and most certainly someone who clearly had no ill intent behind what they were saying.
Well, I don't
think you guys were actually.
I don't agree with you on that for sure. Okay. But I will say, I will definitely respond to your question here, like thinking about like the words that he was using, and how, well, that's how my papa, my grandpapa, my pawpaw grew up. I get it. You grew up in an insular, kind of isolated, vacuum of what we know as American society. My point to him was like, your experience in whatever fucking, Dixieland that you come from, now you are on the internet and talking to people on YouTube that come from, a number of different places. So you're not at your local fucking clubhouse anymore. You're not at your little local fucking Saturday night fucking cross burning event. I'm like, you're talking to people in a greater sphere, and you have to be sensitive to that, right? That was my point.
Well, no, Con Man. Thank you for Con Man's another person that I think down deep secretly likes me a lot, but it's it's like FCC. On the surface they can't totally show it, but down deep or a tingle goes up their leg, like for Con Man when I'm on panel. Thank you, Con Man, for being a good supporter. But no, Con Man, I'm not saying that one has to be accepting of hatefulness. I think that far too many people spend a lot of their time trying to make others accepting of them. If you're not accepted, then don't cry. Move on to the people that are accepted.
Yeah, like all these motherfuckers like Dan Islander.
Well, yeah, go ahead, Bill.
All these motherfuckers like Dan Islander, I banned them a long time ago because I don't feel like listening to their shit. They want to whine and go on and talk about shit that's not relevant, and they just like to piss people off. This is my fucking channel. If I don't want to hear your mouth, I don't have to listen to you. Your free speech ends at my door. So, and then they whine and whine. Oh, you got me blind. Yeah, because you're a fucking asshole.
Right.
That's all the reason I need.
I think we should probably let Bill talk a little bit more. He seems like he has some stuff that he has to say.
Well, I've got to get my. I'm
Oh
using
God,
Bill's
Sam,
channel
you've
to
been
clear
carrying
my
this for fucking.
docket.
Is this the only place you can show up to say your shit, dude?
Number one, I really like Bill's panel, and you know that, and so do you. Even though you tried to cancel him, and I was supportive.
How much?
And I've been supportive. How
much have you paid Bill?
Supportive
How
of
much
Bill
have you paid Bill?
From who knows? Maybe I was the $500 mystery donation.
Oh,
but anyway,
he's got you there, Sam.
You tried to cancel him, and yet you're here up on his panel night in and night out. And
I tried to cancel. I tried to cancel Locke. I tried to cancel Bill. I tried to cancel
listen to Bill, and I have to listen to your ass. Okay.
Finally canceled Ray. So thank God.
Thank God for that.
Thank me later.
Yeah. Well,
carry on.
Well, Ray will be addressed tomorrow night as well. No, I'm kidding. We will let Sweet Baby Ray live in his own new mustache wherever he may be, and wish him well. Wish him well. But the idea is I think that you have a particular ability to troll in a joking way, but then claim you're not joking, or not troll, but then claim you are. This is something that Tommy Boy, before he was lobotomized, back when Nunya freaked out and turned on him, that he recognized in you. That it's hard to tell, FCC, when you're trolling, and it's hard to tell when you're being serious. Now, you're a swarmy, sort of smug, moderate liberal.
I've never heard that before. That's quite interesting, Sam. Thank you.
Well, I mean, again, I
learned something new tonight.
When you deliver a poorly received troll joke, like
Happy New Year, Sam.
your infamous, car crash joke that didn't land, you then claim it was
my crash.
A joke. And so what I'm trying to get at is that Tommy Boy, again, before he lost his mind and his soul, that he pointed that out so eloquently. Even though he didn't go to college, he does know how to be eloquent sometimes.
Yeah, and he also called NTF out before she even had a fair chance.
Oh, back to NTF. Right? So I just want to say that yes, she's going to be definitely in a poll for strongest woman of 2024, as well as Juniper will be in there. But for the poll winner for 2023, the amount of things that Christy went through in this community, and the things that they tried to do to her. And she was going through a very hard time. There was a point in which, I don't know if you all remember this, but back before the Ed stuff and the whatever, everybody was rallying around because there were these nightly panels that were being held, in which they were being held to allow for Christy to have a safe space to go on. And it was very unifying for the whole community to recognize finally that a lot of people didn't know about it, but Christy's home life at that time was difficult. And these panels actually, and this internet shit actually was helpful to her to have a safe place to come to.
I clearly remember that day.
Yeah. And everybody rallied around that concept, every single person. And then everyone knew all the stuff that Christy potentially, because it was publicly acknowledged, the things she was going through in her own personal life, nothing to do with the internet. And then to have people start going at her in a most vicious, again, with that video of calling her a human trafficker, in which where they called her a predator, and the number of names that they've claimed to her and the mocking that they did to her. And there's just the vileness that was thrown at Christy, and to see her out here now as a beautiful, happy, with a smile, and her family life is great, and she's doing great. She is the woman of the year for 2023. And my polls and my winners of my polls do get a reward, and I want to shout her out so much. And I am not white knighting for her. That is genuine from the heart. So
here's another angle to that I think gets overlooked is, she worded things badly or whatever, but the point was she helped a baby get from a place that wasn't so good into a better place. Now, I don't know whether that was illegal or legal, and I don't really much care. If I was put in a position where I could help get a baby out of an unsafe situation
Yeah.
and into a safe situation, and I knew it was going to work like that, would I commit a felony? Yeah, hell yes, I would. I would commit a
Yeah.
felony to help a baby like that. So fuck them guys. These motherfuckers
Yeah.
that run these fucking 10-hour, whatever, dragging streams constantly, they are such pieces of shit. They've got nothing good about themselves. They just have to tear people down, blah, 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 blah. I could go on
Right.
forever, but I digress.
And I'll tell you what. I mean, I remember that day when Christy was going through it. I'm not going to rehash that, but I will tell you. At that time, I was there. People were hopping up. There was different panels happening. People were trying to keep her engaged, and I was a little confused. I was like, what's going on here? And at the moment, even though I participated in it and I popped up on some panel and I, said some words of encouragement, or at least I hope they were encouragement. In hindsight, that event was kind of what led me to believe that basically the people that were there and around in that moment were people that I felt were good people. Right. And so that's like where I choose to like hang out still even today.
Yeah, that's a great point. And that was like that was a point of removing this whole internet game world to something that could impact someone, that someone could impact someone as real life. And this community, this panel community, as as vile as it is, the people in it create an environment for someone who was in a very dark place in her real life. But what was so sad is to see everyone knew that. They knew that about her personal life, and yet they dragged her for months and months, even so much as just a few months ago, someone wants to forget, they want us to forget that someone said that they wanted to piss in someone else's face, in her face. And they want us to forget it and say, they keep mentioning it. They could, damn right. Shows you want us to forget what kind of person you are.
Yeah, I don't understand. How do they justify backing up a piece of shit abuser like that? I just don't get it. And then, like, if anything happens over here, the first thing they say is, oh, we're supposed to be about the victims, which none of the shit we do here is helping anybody or protecting anybody. But
right.
they want to defend pieces of shit like FM who are clearly abusive. Yeah, figure that one out for me.
Well, not only do they want to protect and shield it, but then they want us to forget that it was done. And it's like,
right.
They remind Locke. I mean, people remind Locke of his, somewhat confusing statements a year or two ago. I don't know when, like someone pulled that out where he said that people are ready and, you got to be careful what you say. But, I think that we all can agree that he was saying something in a very inartful and rather confusing way, but they never really listened to his follow-up. He's tried to explain the follow-up, but they haven't listened to it. And they continue to bring up those statements, but yet they want us to forget the shit that was said to, about, and directly at Christy. And she has gotten stronger, and she is, everyone that I talk to and that has noticed how happy she is and how great she looks. And she endured a hellish year. And for that, I am very happy that the voters of this community voted her strongest woman of the year. So that was really my best poll was the 2023 strongest woman of the year. And my best winner is indeed Christy. So shout out to her. I'm not going to keep up here for too much longer. We do have a lot that will be covered tomorrow night. It will be zappity. It will be zappity. And there is going to be this hybrid modding. People are a little confused by what a hybrid modding is. It's going to be 2 mods. We're going to have 2 mods. I'm going to pick them at the very beginning of the stream. It's going to generally be people that I know, they know what the doxes are. And my hardest person that I unbanned was The Dan Islander, but he's been unbanned, unfortunately. Now, within a minute, he could be banned again. But
fuck that guy.
I don't. I generally want to have a stream in which people can communicate with each other. You know, and again, there's the people that want to make fun of other people's looks when we don't even know what their face looks like. They haven't been on stream. Like, people want to, you know, they're so happy with themselves for being able to critique Warbot and whatever they say his appearances or whatever, when they themselves don't show themselves. It's like, you know, let's see your face, good guy, you fat motherfucker. You know, put yourself on a live and let's see you streaming from whatever you're neglecting yourself, your family, your job, and your kids for being on polls, trolling women and harassing women online. Why don't you put yourself on stream all the time like you did on Raise? You know, you were up on Raise and you know, showed your face. Show your face on your own stream. Don't use Raise channel. You know, come on your own stream and show your face. So no, they're not same as trans mods, but they could be a iteration of that. It will be an iteration of a trans mod.
Wow.
I mean, it could be, you know, if you know, the trans of the community, Audrey Snow, may be in there if
Oh God, Audrey
FTK
Snow
makes an appearance. FTK is a perfect example
made a sad
of a hybrid
appearance last
mod.
night. Yeah,
A perfect example of a hybrid mod.
You should have seen FTK begging for a wrench on Locks last night. It was,
and I got a wrench just by saying, "Hey, Lock, give me a
bad.
wrench."
I've never seen it that transparent and desperate.
Well, I mean, I made it right quite openly, and Locke was kind enough to give me a wrench. Yeah. But then he subsequently, in which I'm actually going to have to return the wrench now, he subsequently let James up on the panel, right, and show that video in which I'm dolled up, dressed as a woman.
Why?
So
why you got to bring my name into this conversation again, Sam? I'm trying to chill here on
because
panel.
I'm in love. Hey, Damone, I'm in love with you.
Come on, man. I'm leaving the drama behind. And 2024 is the year.
Smooth, sweet talking accent, you know, with
like
your,
I just want to.
All your handlers around you that love you so much. I just want to love jealous,
Tom. I just want to love Tom in 2024. I just want to love Tom in 2024. Come on, Sam. Be a better person,
well,
Sam.
I hope Scamula makes a return. Come on back up, Scamula. I'll let you in the good hands of the great FCC and my dear good friend Bill. Thank you so much. We will see you guys tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern time.
Thank you, Sam.
Come up, make an appearance.
Will you be modifying any of your content based on the updates that I provided to you tonight regarding my potential segment?
Oh, I'm up.
Good night.
No, Sam.
Great.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck.
I tried.
I've got my finger hovering over the trigger, Scamula. It ain't gonna take much.
I was just trying to say something to Sam.
Well, go ahead and say it. He dipped.
He's gone.
He's gone. So,
what did you want to say?
It doesn't matter now. He's gone.
You were going to give him tips on home perms, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I was going to talk to him, but the difference of fibers and the, you know, the best stuff to use for that stuff. And yeah, that was clearly what I was going to do. So, no, I got nothing, guys. Sorry. And Bill, you weren't supposed to say anything, shithead. That's what the subject said.
I didn't see that until after I ran my mouth, because when you look at it on notifications, you can't see it. You can't see the message. I'm sorry about that.
For anyone I ever donate to, never thank me because it's always private. Promise, like.
Okay, I'll make a note of it.
So, where's Tommy been? We haven't seen Tommy in a couple of days. Anything going on that you know about in the Thomas Fellows crime family world?
Yeah, what's going on with Tommy? I never pay attention to that anymore.
I don't know.
I
He's
wonder
been
if he'll.
around. That means
I wonder
something's
if he'll
going down.
beg for. Yeah, you're probably right, but I wonder if he'll beg for his kid getting into trouble and that hit and run is a perfect example, or I'm
Without
not, but a perfect way for him to fucking dry beg.
Sorry,
Oh, there was a
Bill.
hit and run. What happened there?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't have all the details, but I guess Tommy's kid got drunk and went for a joyride through the trailer park and hit a car and took off. And I guess he's got court for it here pretty soon.
So an underage kid
Wow.
drinking, driving, hit and run. Ooh, that's bad. Maybe they'll all be in like the same intervention classes. I don't know.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that when your kids
Can they schedule that?
start
Like
getting into
Wow.
Go ahead, Bill.
when your kids start getting into trouble like that, you fucked up somewhere, you know.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, yeah. I mean, too much paneling, drama, and not enough parent. I mean, yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
I worry about the damage I do to my kid for the amount of YouTube time I'm on. I just
Oh
can't.
my god, I feel bad for your kid, to be honest with you.
Would you shut the fuck up? She's not on social media. She doesn't pay attention to anything. She's normal. I'm very lucky.
No, I'm not.
See,
I'm not even worried about that so much.
I'm going to call out a particular comment here, Bill, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Pat Kahn says, maturing is realizing FCC was always right.
There you go.
I mean, that's validating. That's validating for the moment. It's my little endorphin hit that I need.
Well, I mean, FCC. I mean, I think it's hilarious sometimes when you go up on you stay calm, and when you keep a calm voice, people are more likely to believe what you say. You can say something and just be calm and cool about it. Then you can go and say the exact same thing, and if you rant and rave, people just don't really respect it as much.
It's true. It's
but you've got that figured out, man. You can lay down a whole line of bullshit that fucking everybody but me is falling for, and I appreciate that art form because I too am a connoisseur of that, and I know it when I see it, and I appreciate it. So I usually don't call it out.
There you go. Well, thank you, Bill. I mean, it's like, it starts a long time ago, but then you type it, and then all of a sudden you become it's a troll mindset.
Well, that's the thing is, if you're texting somebody, you can say the most fucked up shit, but as long as you put those 3 little letters on there, LOL. It's like when you tell somebody, hey, with all due respect, and you say, you're a fucking moron with all due respect, somehow that makes it accepting. It's the same thing as putting LOL. You can say, I'm going to shove a pineapple up your asshole, LOL. Then all of a sudden it goes from a sick, disgusting threat to a fun time. 3 little letters, y'all.
I just came up here to talk to Sam, damn it.
Where'd Sam go?
Well, he left as soon as I came up. He didn't like me. Go imagine.
So why doesn't he like you? We talked about that.
I don't know, because I think I'm so goddamn peachy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sam, I don't want to be on his exposure video.
Oh,
Please.
It's happening. You better turn it tomorrow night.
Please.
Your life and my life are about to be like thrown into chaos.
No, I can't do it anymore, man.
Ready to be exposed by Sam.
Please, Sam, I really like you. Don't expose me. I've somehow put my 16-year-old away from all this shit. She's been shielded. Please, I want to keep it that way.
Right? Why is Sam attacking your child? That's crazy. You should stop that.
No, he's not. I'm just saying being online.
But if he attacks you by default,
I worry about someday if she's ever online. I don't know. No, I like Sam. I can't imagine Sam ever being someone that would attack my child. Are you kidding me?
No, he would attack you.
No.
Yeah, no, Bill. I think Bill, for all we've gone through. No, I mean, there's no way there's anyone I would think that would,
Other than being concerned for people's children, which I have been vocal about, I mean, you don't hear me calling somebody's kid a piece of shit or doxing them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She has nothing to do with my life. I get on here, say stupid shit. I have my stupid
I
scam
didn't see this.
channel.
This is the I didn't see that, Bill. The Dono stream to get Ryan a prostitute.
Yes.
I don't approve of that at all, by the way. That was not what my donation was for. By any
Well, good. It'll go in my pocket then. Yeah, I've put this disclaimer out a few times, but I'll say it again. If something happens to where we cannot obtain said prostitute, because at this point we don't know if we need a male or a female.
Right.
If we don't get enough, or if we just find it impossible to do, every single bit of that just goes into my pocket. You're not getting it back. It's not going to anything good. I'm not redonating it. Yeah, I'm not grifting. I'm telling you, I'm fucking keeping it if we can't get a prostitute.
Hell yeah.
Well, that wasn't.
Hey, Matt C's in the chat. Another the newest Tommy simp, the newest arrival to the CPP ranch, who's loving the fresh taste of the newest version of fucking Kool-Aid.
What's he saying? Yes,
Matt C's acting like it doesn't go both ways. I just think that there's a lot that Matt C isn't privy to.
Keep track of minors going to court. Oh, he's talking about
See, Matt C was like this one guy that would come up with another guy, and they would do it back and forth. And then
he's that guy.
But then Matt C got into his feelings, and he broke his the code of the fucking troll code, and we all heard him, and I'm like, yeah, you're just a fucking idiot, dude. You should have stayed a troll, nameless voices.
My guy Anthony Cruz is in the house. Hi, Anthony.
Yeah, I saw Anthony slide on in here a while ago, but I was trying to be a gentleman and not interrupt you people. So what's going on, Anthony? He's charged. See, look, nobody is fucking like creeping on Tommy's kids, so you can shut the fuck up about that right now.
Who's
as long as you're not saying his name, I guess, right?
We are. Well, at least I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but myself, I am concerned about what that kid is turning into, and that kind of shit happens because you got shitty parents.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking if Tommy would spend half the time socializing with his kids, not even being a helicopter dad, but think about if he spent half the time working on his relationship with his kids that he spends drunk off his ass on fucking panels. And you know that the kid's parents or the kid's friends are watching this shit, and they probably get tormented to no end, which causes them to react.
That I can kind of go, that's what
we're talking about a catcher. We're talking about a decoy.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about a whole crime family.
Because I'm just thinking, when I was that age, when I was a teenager, now again, I got lucky with mine, but when I was that age, I was getting in all sorts of trouble, right? It didn't mean that I had a bad parent. I had a single mom who was doing her best, working, triple shifts if she could, which left me to get into a lot of trouble. But I can't imagine her life being online. Again, I can't imagine like everything being online, man.
Sometimes I think I'm unhinged, and then I think of FTK, and it puts my mind at ease. Like, it's not so bad.
I really can't go at FTK too hard, even though I know a lot of shit about him that nobody else knows. But like all these videos and shit, like how many fucking videos did Nanya put out about me, and how much shit does Cap and Tommy, all this shit that they've lied to me about and tried to destroy my life and never even came close. Fucking FTK has the one video that actually could shut me down.
I thought FM was gonna FM was actually in Indiana And why didn't he pull up to your place? He said he was going to.
Yeah,
and
he wasn't.
Yeah, why didn't he end up coming up to your property? What happened?
I told y'all he would never show up. I didn't I knew that he was going to be in Indiana, but I guess he was already here,
But
and I didn't know that he was
said
here.
He was going to come, and he said he was going to pull up to your property.
Yes, he did, and I knew he wouldn't. And I don't know if these motherfuckers are like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do. Do they think I'm just gonna stand there and let it all happen and not shoot them or something? I mean, I had this idea that if FM showed up, I was just gonna tie him to a stump and go live from his account and show people what he looked like tied up to a stump, like in Pulp Fiction.
I mean,
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was just gonna say, in FM's defense, that was a really good catch that they did with the church guy. The
Iman dude? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was an impressive catch they did.
That's good. I mean, but I think what we're talking about is FM was saying he was going to come to Indiana, and he came, and he said he was going to pull up on Bill.
I know.
And then he didn't. And there's also another similar story where, when Tommy had beef with FM, and when Tommy was in the New York area, and FM went silent for a couple days, right? When Tommy was there, right? Y'all remember that?
No, I don't. I have a hard time keeping up. And now can I just say FCC and Bill?
FM went hella quiet.
You guys totally summoned for the kids who I've never talked to, I don't think so in my life. First Scammy was speaking very highly about Audrey. Though, no surprise. What have I ever done to this for the kid?
Yeah, FM hid from Tommy that one time. It was crazy.
Yeah,
and now he's all buddy with them. He's like, yo, man, people are weird, man.
Pull up FTC.
People are weird.
It's every time he says, I'm gonna knock on your door. Now, here's the thing about that kind of accent. Shut the fuck up! Thank you. The whole thing, some people's Boston type accents sound really cool, especially most women really sound sexy with it, but the Boston accent on some people just makes them sound really fucking stupid, and FM's one of them. So every time he says shit, I've seen what this guy looks like. He's 4.5 foot tall, and I laugh every time he says some shit like that. Oh shit! Now you guys are in trouble.
Oh shit! No,
I pulled up on both of you.
No,
Neither one of you are gonna fucking try and hit me though.
You were right. It was my glasses. It was my glasses.
Put up your fucking glasses.
I'm old as fuck. I'm sorry. Okay.
I know. That's why I told you to put your granny glasses on.
I just did. I put my grandma glasses on.
I'm fucking FCC, you little Mexican fuck.
FTK, have you been taking your medicine?
I'm according
to the instructions of your doctor.
Taking a stab and guessing that you didn't hop on that van again today. Get to your work site, so you're a little peeved right now because you couldn't make any money.
That's pretty much.
Oh shit, guys! I gotta correct something. I mistakenly said Boston. Well, I don't know why I said Boston. Boston chicks have really hot accents too, but I should have said New York. I just said the wrong thing.
FTK is fired up because this is the 3rd year anniversary of January 6th. So let's let FTK. Let's create a space for FTK to heal. How about that?
Yeah, I'm a little upset that the government isn't working nice and finely tuned, and that gas prices aren't at fucking $2.15 a gallon in Massachusetts right now. It's fucking $3.50 where I am. Fucking $3.50. I have to drive 2 towns over just to get it to under fucking $3. So yeah, I am a little fucking pissed off. Thanks, FTC. Fuck.
I'm trying to create space for healing, FTK. Not
Well, you're doing a real fucking bad job about that. Why don't you hop in the fucking work van, head down to the border, and fucking put some walls up?
You would not want to be putting your walls up. I'll tell you that.
No, you know why you don't want to put your walls up? Because it's all your friends fucking hopping the invisible border. That's what's going on. It's all your fucking friends and family.
All of them. All of them. And
You know what,
and
Christy?
also we're also
I'm not
running.
racist,
We're running.
I just don't like
Listen.
Mexicans
We're
like
running. We're
FCC.
running children and dogs up from Mexico through Christie too. So
Good,
some
because
shit going on.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. No children, but
It's
humans
gonna
and
get
dogs.
Yeah, well, hamburger's hamburger, am I right?
I just hate Mexicans like FCC. And there's another one that I don't like, but I'm not going to mention him here.
I love Mexicans.
Say it.
Nah, you know exactly who it is because it's your little fucking buddy, your little Mexican buddy, motherfucker.
Ooh, man, come
You know
on.
exactly who I'm talking about.
I don't, dude. No. I don't.
I'm putting this shit all together now. You're
Okay.
the one that's purposely making sure the wall isn't up, and fucking Christy is selling you these people.
Yes.
That's why she was able to afford a fucking vacation this week to go to some other fucking city state in Mexico.
You getting it, bud? Yeah. Make sure you keep your notebook updated with your notes. Shit's going down.
I don't have a notebook. I got a fucking corkboard, motherfucker.
Fucking Mennonite bitch.
No, Pablo's a good Hispanic. I don't know if he's Mexican. He might be.
He's the first one that should be deported.
You don't get a fucking decision on it because you're the one bringing them all over here. So fuck you.
Pablo. Yeah. He needs to fuck. He's like Alex is fucking big, dude, and he's got long COVID, and Pablo is now like going big like Alex, but that's not a good look. I think Pablo needs
Did you
a
just
weight
talk
loss
shit on
plan.
Pablo? Are you body shaming Pablo right now?
I
you
am,
fucking
dude.
kidding
He's
me?
gotten hella big. He's gotten hella big, dude.
Dude, Pablo is beefy as fuck. Do you know how strong he is? He's my sexy man. Don't get it fucking twisted. Fuck you piece of shit.
Yeah, he's big. It's not a good look.
Fuck you. Wow.
I don't know how long Alex is going to be around for either. Alex is
Well, you know what? At least Pablo can afford multiple fucking hot tubs, you fucking poor piece of shit. You can only afford fucking one.
He
Fuck
can
you.
only get the 5 series. Huh.
Pablo isn't some broke ass bitch Mexican like yourself having to fucking plan weddings or whatever the fuck you do. Fucking help build stages. for
planned
weddings.
weddings. Planned wedding.
Fuck you.
You guys know that, I mean, Ryan has already called me a racist. Now, he's going to take everything you guys just said and say that I said it. And
You're
do
a
a whole
well-known
fucking
racist,
full-on
Bill.
The difference is, though,
You're a well-known racist.
it's understandable if you're a racist because you live in fucking cornfields. All right, so it's different.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah,
like,
I get a pass.
I live in the melting pot of the second biggest melting pot in the United States. California doesn't count because it's Mexican filled. That's not even a melting pot anymore. It's just
It's just beans.
I was
It's just
32
beans.
before I ever actually saw like a real life black man. I tell you, I was scared to death. Like all that time until I actually saw one in the wild.
Just
I thought
beans.
that was just on TV, like for ratings and shit. But no, black people are real.
Did he look like Nanya?
Oh my god.
I was so scared. I was like hiding behind a car once I realized because I think he saw me. So I was very quick to. I just got scared. It was immediate fear like I've never felt. And I even had I had to ask some stranger was walking by giving me funny looks, and I'm like, hey, is that real? Is there really a person there? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, is he black? And they're like, yeah. Like, holy shit. And I felt a lot better after that because I don't know.
FCC, fuck you, you stupid piece of shit. Scamula, fuck you because you can't read. So fuck you.
You better be careful because FTK, you understand. He's gone. She's gone. What FTK doesn't understand is I have the full downloads, right? All of the digital files of Ray's Discord. I still have it, and I've yet to put it out. You're talking about like a PCD thing. This is going to be way bigger than PCD. So I think what you're hearing from the likes of FTK tonight are he's struggling and desperate and afraid of what's to come with the release of the full Ray Discord data files. So
FCC.
Stay tuned, people.
FCC. Can I
Yeah.
say something yet?
Yeah, you can.
I just don't want to be part of Sam's. I mean, I just don't want any part of this.
Then leave.
Oh, okay.
You're part
Not
of it. You're
this.
part of it.
I didn't mean you guys, not you two, but I'm just saying. But I'll leave, okay?
Well, I mean, just saying. You said that you don't want to be part of this, but here you are.
I didn't mean you, Bill. I like you and I like FCC. I'm just saying I don't want to be part of any expose.
Yeah, no, you're not going to be part of it. What I'm saying is
All
FTK is going to be exposed, and that's why he's kind of been pulling up lately and having a little hiss fit because it's. I'd be worried too. Shit, you know.
Look at this whiny bitch, Matt C.
Soliciting prostitution on YouTube. Well, you kind of are, technically, Bill.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's pretty obviously a joke.
Well, hopefully everyone gets the joke, but people take everything so seriously.
Yeah, that's why he's a whiny ass bitch. Wrench Biggie. Oh yeah, you know. See, I think that was part of Sam's game to get in there because when people find out that you're handing out wrenches, everybody fucking shows up and none will say. Well, there are a few to say, hey, I'm just here for whatever, but like people get real fucking sweet to you. Like when I first started this channel, I would not have any mods if it weren't for fucking doxing. But when I said, hey, I'm gonna hand out some wrenches, people that would never talk to me, would never give me the time of day, all of a sudden they're in my DMs. Being real fucking sweet, ratting each other out. It gets weird with wrenches, man. I'm not kidding at all.
Yeah.
Bill,
so yeah, if you say, "Hey, I'm handing out wrenches," people will fucking flock just for that.
Bill, can I make?
I mean, I still don't have a wrench here, and I'll never ask for one. Hold on, Scamula. Let me say one thing. I got to say one thing. I don't have a wrench here, and I don't expect a wrench here, but I will say. I appreciate people coming up tonight and having a dialogue. Both Sam and others that came up. So appreciate
the only one who screamed tonight was me.
Speech, right? Yeah, that's right.
You screamed
so
twice.
Who did we have up? We had Sam come up, and who else do we have come up?
FTK, of course.
FTK, yeah, that was a little problematic, but we can have room for disagreement and dialogue. So
he doesn't like me because I didn't wear my right glasses.
Apparently, he doesn't like me either. He has something against Mexican people that
I guess he does.
Make more money than he does with doing even half the work. But that's something that he's going to have to deal with. Regardless, Bill, thanks for having me up. I hope I didn't throw your plans off too much. But it was fun.
I had no plan. I appreciate you.
All right, Scamula. Take it easy. We'll see you later.
You too, kiddo.
Peace.
I'm going to leave you too. I'm just going to say, Bill, never, ever, ever give me a wrench and we'll be cool. Okay?
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Peace.
Oh, all right, y'all. Is there anybody that we need to piss off tonight that we haven't pissed off yet? That's right, Healy guy. Yeah, it's not hard to get a wrench here. You send me your nudes and you you're pretty much automatically going to get a wrench. Well, yeah, Alex is kicking ass, man. He really is. Yep, Alex gets to go on Tim Pool, and Tommy gets to go in front of a judge. You figure it out. I don't think I saw the whole thing, but what I saw of it was pretty good. I mean, he's been on. Now, I do have issues with Alex Jones, but still, they don't have just any ordinary jerk off on their shows. You know what I mean? Alex Jones and Tim Pool, and oh God, Alex has been on a few others too, but yeah, they're pretty careful about who they have on their shows, and I don't see them picking Tommy or FM or. Then there's man, I need to get back on that because I haven't verified that they're like how legit they are. But aside from Rob Lowe, and when Rob Lowe first started looking into all this, somebody sent him my way. But since Tommy had never actually taken any of my money because I never fucking gave him any, all I could do was point him in the direction of other people that I knew Tommy had screwed off in person. But the same thing's kind of going on. There's another reporter not related to Rob Lowe, and they've been around for a while because they were asking me about stuff that happened like months ago. So they've been watching, they've been paying attention, and it's all about, from what I've gathered, it seems to be all about catchers that are dirt bags. He asked me a lot of questions about FM, not so much about Tommy, because I think all his shit's already pretty much out there, but. And he asked me about a few others. Some of the shit he asked me about, I had never heard of and don't know. But yeah, I need to. I have his contact information. I was planning on looking him up to see how legit he is, but I just keep spacing it off. So, dude, if you're listening, email me and. No, actually, I gave you my phone number. Text me and remind me. I'm not saying you're not legit. I'm just saying I got to check before I tell you a whole lot more. Oh, he was on Michael Knowles, really? Yeah. There's a reason why they're talking to Alex and not certain other ones. I noticed Matt C. Shut the fuck up. What's the matter, Matt C? You got nothing? You got nothing to come back with? I'll let you up here one more time so we can argue. I'm feeling kind of frisky tonight. FTK kind of got me primed and ready to roll. Oh yeah, and James, and not you, Damone. Just get over yourself. You're not that important. But yeah, James, Nanya's little cook boy bitch, I'm still waiting on you to come up here and have a conversation. I know you won't do it because Nanya doesn't trust you to do anything on your own. And you won't go anywhere where you don't have 5 people backing you up that can kick me. But the invitation's open. Just you and me, one-on-one. You won't do it because you're a punk-ass bitch. And you really can't back up your shit when it comes down to it. Yeah, I mean, I started watching Alex because I was already watching like CC Unit, and I'm not crazy about Pop Squad, but I still watch them. And a few others. And then Alex popped up when he was brand new, and I'm like, man, this kid roasts these motherfuckers, which I thought was awesome. But the way he does shit now, I also think is awesome. So he took a thing that he just did for fun and turned it into a big fucking business. And he gets to travel, so the kid's doing all right. I actually, I might be Alex's real dad because uh, he bears a resemblance to a girl that I did in the back seat of a '58 Chevy at a Pearl Jam concert. So it's entirely possible I might be Alex's real dad. Hey, what's going on, Jersey? How you doing? Yeah, he has come a long way from doing Walmart catches down the street from his house. That's a fact. But I liked that style too, though. Jersey is Alex's real dad. See, Jersey, it's bad enough you cock block me in real time. Now you gotta cock block me retroactively, man. Come on, dude. What's going on, American Smoker? And anybody else I missed? Has Telly been around since it was revealed that he was in one of my favorite '90s movies? I'm talking about Wayne's World, if you don't know. No, Scamula, we're good. We're good. You can just stay right there. Telly's in the witness protection program. Well, he does kind of look like I don't know if they still sell them or not, but when I was a kid, you used to see these. It wasn't really it wasn't a full on mask, but it was just a pair of plastic glasses with a big nose attached to it, and people used to wear those things around. Maybe that was his disguise. just got here. Did Ryan hit his goal? Nope, Steven. I don't believe we have enough to get. We have enough to get a chick to give you a through the pants 2/3 of a hand job. That's probably about how much we have right now. But no, we've not achieved the full goal. And you just got here. Okay, I'll get my disclaimer out. I'll repeat it again, Stephen. Just got here. If we do not achieve the goal or we find it impossible, because we don't even know if he needs a male or a female yet. If we are unable to achieve the goal of getting Ryan a prostitute, any monies left over will just go in my pocket. I will not donate it to anybody for a worthy cause. I will not use it to feed hungry children. I possibly might use it to buy drugs. But other than that, any unspent monies just goes right into my pocket. Someone missing 1/3 of a hand job. Yes. Oh, I'm literally holding my hand way up high. Danielle, I could use that last third. The last third of a hand job, not the first 2/3. I got that covered. I just need, Yeah, hookers for Ryan and possibly a cocaine. Hit my Cash App. I don't really have enough to get. I don't even have really enough to get a bump of coke, but I'm sure for the amount that we've gotten so far, they might let me lick the inside of the baggie. Which, in a pinch, Ryan thinks all sex is yucky. See, I don't know. All right, let's not finding sex appealing. It's actually quite disturbing. But I'm thinking back throughout my whole life, and if I didn't find sex appealing, I would have gotten into way less trouble than I actually did. And my pecker will make me go places that my gun wouldn't make me go. Get up immediately and cry in the shower. Yeah, ladies, I've heard of that being a thing. I guess there are dudes that actually cry after sex. Please put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had that happen to you. Like, as a guy just, done his thing and then immediately started crying. I'm wondering if that maybe wasn't from, some guys are just fucked up, but I wonder, like, when you jizz, like, there is what, in the industry, what we call the post-jizz guilt. Because, like, you'll be really, really into something, and then the minute you blow your load, you're like, oh, shit. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but there is a big dopamine release when that happens, and an adrenaline release. So a lot of chemicals get mixed together, and emotions. There is a big emotional release. So I guess I could see how that could trigger crying in some situations. Press 69 if you're a guy who's been taken advantage of. Oh, I've totally been taken advantage of. But the thing is most of the time I knew I was getting taken advantage of, but I benefited from it too. Or are you talking about something? There's been a couple of times where, like at parties or whatever, girls that I had no intention of doing anything with it. It's happened twice. You know, like you pass out, you wake up, and there's performing that actual act on you. The one, I had no intention of sleeping with her because we sat and talked on a couch. We sat all fucking night and just talked. No sex shit. We just fucking had a great conversation all night long. And she didn't seem like she was interested in me at all. So I didn't try. I didn't want to, at that point, I was cool with just having a nice fucking conversation with somebody. So like I didn't try. And then we wound up passing out on the same couch, and I wake up and she's, doing something. But I had no intention of doing anything with her. That was cool. But then there was another time where there was a girl that I had no intention of doing anything with because she just was not attractive to me at all. And then it's like, yeah, that if you want to understand what true confusion actually feels like, wake up to a fat chick that you didn't invite. Yeah, it's like I don't hit girls, and it was. If you ever find out it was it was way too late, press 5. No, that's never happened to me. Post nut clarity. PatCon, that was actually the phrase I was looking for. Yes, thank you. Post nut clarity is the phrase I was looking for. What's up, true crime Nidoff? That you know about? Well, I can't really argue that. I mean, it's like you see these fuckers on Jerry Springer, and like they've been fucking for like 6 months, and somehow this dude managed to not realize that she had a dick. I know there was one, she's like, well, that's why we always do it doggy style. Still. I mean, how the fuck? Yeah. Or like if all she ever wants to do is give you a blowjob and you've been together for a few months, that like there's something wrong down there. Either she got some kind of infection and it just smells nasty all the time, and she's embarrassed about it, or it's a guy. I mean, there's something. Either way, there's something not right there. You should probably ask some questions. Yeah, I think that there are more guys that are cool with. Look, there are no chicks with dicks, only guys with tits. But I think that there are a lot more guys out there that are good with that than uh, will ever admit to it. It's like these dudes that are only gay while they're in prison. When they get out, they're not gay anymore. Yeah, bullshit. You're a fucking faggot. I mean, I got nothing against gay people, but just fucking admit to what you are. It's not like we don't know. Gay for the stay. That's right. Like, I don't care how desperate I'm. Like, there's just no fucking. I don't. Um. Yeah, there's just no fucking way. Like, I don't think I could maintain an erection knowing that she had a dick. I don't care how convincing. Like Blair. Usually there's some giveaway that they either have that clown voice from the testosterone, or usually there's some kind of big giveaway. But you take somebody like Blair White. Now, if you hadn't been told that Blair White was, if you didn't know that Blair White had a dick because somebody told you, like, you just wouldn't know. So, I mean, she gave you a blowjob and, like, you didn't bother. Like, that's another thing is I like to, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too handsy when I'm getting a blowjob, but I like to touch the girls. So do you or do you not like feminine peen? I have no interest in anything with a peen, except maybe a ball peen hammer. I do use them quite frequently. But no, I just, no, not my thing. Look, believe me, if I liked dick, you guys would all know that I like dick. Because I don't care. Oh. Man, I gotta run out to the truck and get a pack of cigarettes, but I'm too lazy to get up. Hang on. I'm gonna text the kiddies and have them grab me a pack of cigarettes. Well, I noticed that Matt C dipped. Did he get banned or something? Or did he just realize he wasn't going to win this argument? Because any other time he'd be up here. Oh, oh man. Like, how long's it been? Like 12 years ago, they said that within a couple of years, I'd be in a wheelchair. I still have yet to, other than duct taping some Roman candles to a wheelchair and taking it down the highway for a spin, I have yet to sit in one. But I'm thinking about getting one just out of laziness. Man, it's fucking snowing. All right, sorry about that. I didn't want you guys to hear me moaning and groaning, just trying to fucking stand up. Here, I don't know how much you guys can see, but I'll show you some Indiana looking snow. This will be funny. You guys will get to see me falling my ass. You can't see shit. Never mind. This is like Star Wars. Hey, what's going on, Bill Evans? All right, guys. I feel like shooting some shit, and I'm kind of sober, so earbud warning. You guys were here when I was shooting crickets at 250 yards this summer. I'm going to shoot some snowflakes. All right. You guys point out a snowflake and tell me which one to hit, and I'll shoot it. Earbud warning. All right, there's a good one. Hold on. It helps if I actually get the gun out first, right? There we go. All right, nobody that way. Nobody that way. We're good. All right, guys. Damn it, what the fuck is wrong with this? All right. I got to clear a jam already. Hold on. Okay, drop the mag. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Woohoo! Good thing nobody's coming at us. All right. You guys, about 231 yards, give or take an inch. All right, you guys see that snowflake out there, right? Start taking bets on whether I can hit it or not. I bet everybody in here $5 that I can hit that snowflake. All right. Earbud warning. We're going hot. Oh, shit. All right, that one fell. We got to find another snowflake. Okay, there we go. There's one that's about 264 yards. Man, that's going to be pushing it for a 9mm. All right, I bet everybody in here $5 I can hit that snowflake out there in one shot. Woohoo! Got it. You guys all owe me $5. You can put it in my Cash App. You guys see another one? I'll take bets on that one too. Who is our next dono stream? I don't know yet. Right now we're trying to raise enough money to get Ryan a hooker. And I'll say my disclaimer again. If we find it impossible or we do not raise enough money to get Ryan a hooker, I'm keeping all the money. It's going in my pocket. I'm not redonating it. I'm not feeding the hungry. I'm not housing the homeless. Drugs are a possibility. All right. You guys, hold on. Okay, do you guys see that one way over there? And that one way over there? That one's about 212.3 yards out. And that one over there is, it's only about 180 yards. But I'm willing to bet you I can hit them both. In fact, if I stand over here and line it up right, I can hit them both with the same bullet. All right, I bet everybody in here $5 that I can make this shot. You guys see them, right? You guys see the snowflakes? So you know I'm not bullshitting or anything. All right, earbud warning. We're going hot. Kind of hard to juggle a phone, a flashlight, and a gun all at the same time. Probably a bad idea. Oh shit, what's it mean when the snow's red? That's not a good sign. Oh well. Toys for cats. Yeah, we can do toys for cats. All right, earbud warning. 2 snowflakes, 1 shot. Here we go. Going hot. And we're almost there. Got him. You guys saw it, right? All right. Y'all owe me $5 a piece. All right, couple more. All right, you guys see that one? It's about, oh, never mind. That's not a snowflake. All right, hold on. Right out here. Okay, this snowflake way up there, right as it gets close to the ground, I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to go right through it, and it's going to bounce off of the ground and then bounce over here and hit that snowflake. All right, you guys see them, right? Bet everybody here $10 a piece, I can make the shot. All right, earbud warning, going hot. Oh, I lost him. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Haha, got him. Got them both. You fuckers all owe me. Actually, I do know somebody that could use a little help right now. I don't have their Cash App information in front of me. This dude, he lost everything pretty much but the clothes on his back because his place burned down. I don't really know the. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what his Cash App is, but come up like right at the same time, and I know that guy could use a hand right now, but it's fuck, I forgot the. Oh, somebody knows what I'm talking about. He needs money more than I do. Man, I'm drawing a blank. I'm having one of them senior moments. Yeah, somebody here knows what I'm talking about. And apparently our country is in distress. All right, I do have to go fucking check on the fucking chickens. God damn it, I forgot. Oh, okay, here's something we can shoot. All right, guys, I will bet you double or nothing. Double or nothing. Hang on, maybe I don't need this flashlight good. Double or nothing, I can hit one of these pumpkins from here. Double or nothing. Idiots Anonymous, Gila, thank you. That was fucking, it was right on the tip of my tongue, but I don't have his Cash App information in front of me. But anyway, okay, I'll bet all you fuckers double or nothing, I can hit one of these pumpkins from all the way back here. All right, earbud warning. We are going hot. Trying to do this. What do they call it? Man. Doom. You guys ever played the old school Doom? All right. Earbud warning. going hot. Double or nothing. I can hit this pumpkin from here. Ah, fuck. Guess I got to give all the money back. Oh, well. Earbud warning. Woohoo! Got it. Damn. Don't play with guns, kids. Hollow points are some nasty motherfuckers. It was them or me, right? I had no choice. Something about dusting off a few rounds. It helps me relax and even makes me a little bit hard. I'm not gonna lie. Pumpkins' lives matter. Hey, Chris, it was them or me, man. What am I supposed to do? You guys don't understand how deadly pumpkins it can really be. You ever seen the movie Pumpkinhead? All right. Does anybody want to come up with bullshit? Because I gotta, like, I'm completely. I've used every single English word that I know, and I've used it multiple times tonight. I might have a video later. I gotta see if it shows, because I got Lurking Sea Monkey to shoot a machine gun today. I took a video. I just gotta. I know that part of it doesn't show her face, so there is some of it that I can upload, but I'm not fucking putting her face out there for you motherfuckers. Jesus, cat eyes. It was them or me. What was I supposed to do? Dono stream for Roy. Oh, okay. I guess you didn't see that, Jersey. Yeah, I'm trying to raise enough money to get Ryan a prostitute. Trying to help the guy out. But again, if we don't end up raising enough money to get said prostitute, or if we have any left over, and believe me, I will get the highest class that we could possibly get. I will use every single dime if we can find the right one. But if we have money left over, or we just don't get enough to get said prostitute, I'm keeping it. It's all going in my pocket. It might go to buy drugs, but I promise you it will not be redonated. It will not go to any worthy causes whatsoever. What's going on, Trust? I don't grift here. If I need money for drugs, I tell you it's for drugs. Or if it's going to go in my pocket, I tell you it's going in my pocket. Damn it, where did my leg go? There it is. Wow, hey. Jersey staying with the dono that says specifically for drugs. I like you, Jersey. You might cock block me a lot, but I like you. Thank you. And believe me, I will not disappoint. But we've got probably about enough now to get Ryan. We can get him about 2/3 of a blowjob right now. The thing is when you only buy a partial blowjob, they only give you the first 2/3. Like they don't give you the last 2/3. So you really gotta get, pardon the expression, fucked over on that deal. Pointless fact, you were only doing this for a free hoodie. Well, Danielle, if I ever actually get merch, which is highly unlikely, I'll keep you in mind. You can be my model. Likely, Ryan would only need 1/6 to finish. You're probably right, co-founder. You're probably right. Ryan's probably watching from the bush. Yeah, you're probably right. I hope I didn't accidentally shoot him when I was shooting snowflakes. You guys all saw that though, right? You guys all saw the snowflakes that I shot, right? Ryan is probably watching right now and secretly hoping that we get enough. Show the crib. I'm actually not at my house right now, dumbass. But I'm not showing you my fucking bed. Tell you what though, man, like it if sex is never on your mind, and this is more of a guy problem than a girl problem, but just think about how much shit, like, throughout your whole life, especially, when, in your 20s and stuff, if sex never entered your mind, just think about how productive you could have been. We spend an awful lot of time making decisions that, you know, overall aren't the most productive. But we go out of our way, at least I did, go out of our way for the ladies a lot. And sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. It's the thrill of the chase, really. I think of how much trouble I got into because my fucking penis has a mind of its own. Doing better today, not slamming Jeff. Yeah, Jersey, I mean, confronting him doesn't do any good. He's just using it. He can't get positive attention, so he'll take negative attention. And every time we say shit about him, that gives him an excuse to go live because, like, he can't think of anything else to go live about. I mean, everybody here, this whole community knows what he is, so he's already been exposed. So that part's done. He finally went up on panel face to face with you, and like, he doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and he doesn't understand. He's got no empathy. He doesn't even understand why people are mad about it. So trying to challenge him like that, it's given him more excuses to go live or go on somebody's panel and talk about it more. So my opinion, and also I will support the veterans no matter. I support you guys no matter what. But my opinion, I think that just starving him out, never talking to or about him again, is the only thing that's going to have any effect. Sometimes a full frontal assault isn't the best way. Sometimes just cutting off their supply lines is all it takes. It's 7 minutes behind. Well, that's twice as long as I need, if you know what I'm saying. They got us though, fellas. I mean, they may as well have a trigger on that pussy because we will do just about anything to get it. And they know this. I mean, don't let them kid you. They like sex too. They just like it in a different way than we do. You probably never shower. Well, see, there you go. Any other ladies here? Yeah, you don't. Danielle does not want to be left alone with me. Trust me. She knows. She knows that if she gets with the old Bill Meister, that it's gonna. It takes more than one woman. No, like I don't ever cheat. I'm saying it takes more than one woman at the same time. Sucks he brought it up front and openly. Yeah, I agree with you, Jersey. Um, and I get that you probably feel like he's getting away with it somehow, but he's not. I mean, everybody knows what he is, and he's never gonna truly feel sorry for it. Like he did that. He did kind of a fake apology, but there was no heart in it, and he just doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and he doesn't understand why people are mad about it. Like it does not sink into him, just like everything else. Black ice is that is what gets you. It's like if you have a four wheel drive is great in snow, but people don't seem to understand that four wheel drive doesn't really mean jack shit on ice. It does not help you slow down faster. Oh, and if you people like to put extra weight in their trunk or like in the back of their pickups. Don't do that. Don't. It's not. Yeah, it helps it dig in a little bit better, but on ice it doesn't mean jack shit. And then, like if you start to spin, that extra weight in the back, the centrifugal force makes the spin worse and harder to get out of. And then if you're using things for weight in the back of your truck or whatever, when you crash, like all that shit, a lot of people around here like to stack firewood in the back of their truck to weight it down. But when you crash, like all that shit becomes high speed projectiles and can either go through the glass and fucking take you out from behind, or it scatters and goes everywhere and takes out other people. So yeah, don't put weight in the back of your pickups or in your trunk. It doesn't really help you get going that much faster, and it's way more dangerous when you start to lose control. All cars, Danielle. You don't want to put weight in the back of anything because I mean, on snow, it can help you bite in a little bit better, but it's not all that much. And then it could also make you get stuck faster or stuck worse because you got all that extra weight pushing down. And yeah, when you add extra weight to the back, like I said, when you go into a spin, because the engine is in the front, um, and the tires do the steering in the front. When you start to spin, if you have that extra weight in the back, it's like if you put some weight in a 5-gallon bucket and you swing your arm around and the stuff doesn't fall out because the centrifugal force keeps it in there. It's the same thing on a car. The extra weight just will actually make you spin faster and lose control faster. So you're not really benefiting very much to help you get going. And when things go wrong, it makes things go wrong worse. So Well, yeah, just staying home is the best option, but it's not always feasible. Like, let's say you're at your in-laws um, for Christmas, and it starts snowing while you're there. Do you really? I mean, if you get along with your in-laws, fine, but a lot of people don't. Do you really want to be trapped in that house for a couple of days? Probably not. And some people's jobs aren't that forgiving about it either. How do you get out of your spinning? Turn in the. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but once you start to go sideways, if you turn the wheel into the direction that you're starting to turn, um, you just got to be careful not to oversteer. And if you're on just solid ice, it's not going to help a whole hell of a lot anyway. But yeah, steer in the direction of the skid. Just be careful. Do it smoothly. Don't yank the wheel because you don't want to oversteer and cause a problem in the opposite direction. But like on ice, sometimes there just comes a point sometimes where you're just not going to be able to get control back. One of these days, Danielle, I'll teach you how to do J turns. They're a lot of fun. Teach you how to bust roadblocks and all kinds of cool stuff. Teach you how to do high speed turns without rolling over. Hopefully. You don't believe in chains on black tires. Well, in some states, it's law that you have to have them. Here in Indiana, the law is you can't use them. I mean, you can on your own private property, but you can't have chains on the road in Indiana. Some states it's mandatory. But yeah, chains of I've used them quite a few times, and they do help. They don't do a whole hell of a lot of good on whichever your front. Like if you're talking about like for front wheel drive, yeah, they don't do a hell of a lot of good. Put them on the back. Whichever tires are giving you your power is where you want to put them. All right, y'all. I'm actually tired of. I just don't feel like being. I better rephrase that. I don't feel like being live. I didn't say I don't feel like being alive. I just I don't feel like being live anymore. So with that, I appreciate you all that showed up, and I appreciate everybody that donated. We will try to get Ryan, a little action this week. I'll show you a week. The wither's killing your body. Yeah, I know how that feels too. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. Do Teslas work in the snow? I don't think Teslas work right ever. I have no idea. I wouldn't want one. I mean, if somebody like gave me one for free, I would, but yeah. All right, y'all. Stay naked in the snow. Make naked snow angels. And send pictures, goddammit.